What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, check it out. We're talking Teofimo Lopez, Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Garcia. These three guys right here, I would say they showing how you're supposed to get it done now. With Ryan Garcia, we had a little hiccup there, crying over the contract and so forth and whatever. But at the end of the day, he's fighting Luke Campbell. So when you look at the guys that were in front of him and the fight that he ended up taking in the end, it's Luke Campbell. Then after that, he's going for a title against Devin Haney. And this is what we want to see as fans. I mean, we want to see these guys achieve early and often. Virgil Ortiz, I don't think anyone's going to question what this kid is doing. And he's completely going on the uphill stretch. Right now, he's seeking out Keith Thurman. He's going up and up and up. That's what Virgil Ortiz is doing. So I got the link in the chat too for anybody that want to jump on this early morning boxing conversation. But so Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. Now, if Ryan Garcia can get in here, and my only concerns with Ryan Garcia is a test of his chin, his durability, because I believe Luke Campbell is going to be able to test Ryan Garcia's chin. Pretty sure Luke's going to be able to test his durability, and we're going to get a lot of questions answered from Ryan. If he can go in there and have an impressive victory like he did over Fonseca and Dono and these guys, if Ryan Garcia can go in there and have an impressive victory like that, man, sky's the limit for this kid, because I believe his power is real, and there's no questioning his speed. What's up, Mark? What's up with your fam? There's no questioning Ryan Garcia's speed. He just got to get better defense on him. He's got to move that head, not just move that head back. Somebody with a longer reach. Ryan Garcia is used to just tipping that head back, but he keeps it high. He doesn't get it out of the way. He doesn't use a lot of head movement or head feints, subtle dips, which I think Reynoso and those guys will work with him on that. I'm pretty sure they'll work with him on that. Jed Kyle, what's good with you, Jed Kyle? Brown Gone One, what's up? MXBC, JB4, get that ugly ass Ned Flanders looking dude fool off the panel. Nah, he's not on the panel. He's not on the panel, Brown Gone One. Read the background. You idiot. That's what he is. All the shit this fool been talking about, he knows the sport. I mean, Teofimo Lopez, especially for him. Lisa Bales, what's good with you, Lisa Bales? I'm in a bad mood. WBC pissed me off. Come on, talk about it, Mark. Click that link. If you don't see it, let me drop it back in. Talk to me about it. Let's trash the WBC together, brother. Jed Kyle, WBC are a disgrace to a great sport, absolute maggots. Yeah, man. And then they talk about, if you're talking about what Suleiman's talking about as far as the belt, this franchise belt and all of that, and Teofimo becoming franchise. Oh, man. This whole belt, they should have never introduced this belt. Like, I don't even understand, Teofimo's moving too. That's another thing we got to realize, guys. He's moving up to 140 after this fight. It's not going to be anyone 135. So I don't understand the franchise belt. I really don't care to understand the franchise belt. But if Suleiman's saying that the franchise belt will be transferred to Teofimo should he beat Lomachenko, okay, fine. What the fuck does that mean? He'll just relinquish it? Because he's moving to 140. It's over with. Suleiman's an idiot. I don't know what they got going on over there at the WBC. I really try not to pay too much attention to his new announcements because, you know, at some level, someone will come explain to me what the hell they're doing over there. I never even try to keep up. Giving Neri a title shot after popping dirty. Yeah, exactly. That type of dumb shit, Andre. Typical WBC things. Exactly. What's up, Mark? What's up? Let's talk about it. What they got going on over there in WBC land?
What, that pissed me off? The Neri thing. The Neri thing. Neri, they made him the mandatory at 122 without ever having fought there. It wasn't as though he was the reigning champion at 118. He tested positive, lost his title. He was meant to fight in a final eliminator for a mandatory shot, against Ubali, by fighting against Emmanuel Rodriguez. He ends up missing weight, right? So what do? They award him with a mandatory position at 122, and they put him in there with Aaron Alameda, who had a split decision win over a guy who had a split decision loss to a dude who was 1-5.
So you mean to say
because Ray Vargas has been made champion in recess because he broke his leg, but they'd make the number 9 guy who was number 12. The only reason he ever got to number 12 was because he was meant to fight Neri on Neri's debut at Super Bantam. Yeah, they bumped him up. He wasn't ranked, so they bumped him up 2-1 to the 12th spot. He wasn't in the top 15 just to allow Neri to bump up in the rankings, right? That's what they actually did there. Before that, the dude hadn't had a fight, hadn't had a victory, and what did they decide to do? Just shoot him up in the rankings to number 9. He's moved up from outside the rankings to number 9, all because of Neri getting a Mando. It's bollocks.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
It's beyond ridiculous. It's beyond. Look, I made a video. Yeah, the title of the video, simple enough. He pisses Doherty. He tests Doherty. He misses weight. Give this man a fucking free title. That's the WBC. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Jack Kyle says Teofimo is moving up with a victory, Lomo, and breaking a lot of fanboys' hearts. Yeah. I don't know, man. Mark, did you hear about Suleiman also saying that he'll transfer the franchise? I guess status.
I guess so. I guess so. But it doesn't make it undisputed.
No, it don't.
You know why? You know why it doesn't make it undisputed. There's another champion there, and automatically that means there's a dispute, doesn't there? So it can't be undisputed.
That's right. That's how it works. And unless he beats Devin Haney at 135.
And even if he doesn't get that WBC world title, there'd be no other champion, then he's undisputed. You get what I mean?
Right. And unless he beats Devin Haney at 135 before he moves up, he was only ever unified champion at 135. He was never undisputed champion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how that has to go down. So,
because my way of looking at it is if Loba wins, he's still not undisputed.
I don't see that one. I don't agree with. That one I don't agree with. Like, this is why I don't agree with it, because if Canelo or say Lomo captures all 3 of those other belts, they were promoted. They earned the WBC title and they were promoted to franchise. So they already won that belt and no one beat them since. They were promoted. With Teofimo and these guys that would just be collecting that trinket, they never earned the WBC title. But Lomachenko and Canelo earned the WBC title. Then they were promoted, and they hadn't been
Well,
beaten since. Now, had they been beaten since, then I would say, yeah, they would have to repeat the process and earn that WBC title again. So for me personally, I give them credit. I'm not saying they would get credit or it would go down like that. I'm just saying me personally.
I might give Canelo the credit, right? I might give Canelo the credit because he beat a champion to become the WBC champion, right? Loma picked
Right.
up a vacant. That's a bit different. I know he fought Luke Campbell, but he picked up a vacant.
But didn't he defend it though? Because if we're gonna say that, then we can't.
He never defended. He never defended that belt.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, he's fought since he's won it, but yeah,
No,
I
he
guess
hasn't. He hasn't fought since he won the WBC vacant. That was his last fight, Luke Campbell.
Luke Campbell. Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. I'll tell you.
It's not a perfect scenario. Canelo's is a perfect scenario.
It wasn't a vacant fight, but he still won it. If we get into that shit, then Joshua won belts in vacant fights, and all the champions won belts in vacant fights. So, I mean, I get it, but he still won the belt. So I'm just saying he won the belt to be WBC champion. These other guys are winning a franchise assignment. They're not winning the WBC belt. So I understand about the vacant title, but he still won the belt. Lomachenko, they won it.
You see, because we're even arguing about it, it's not undisputed.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit, man.
Just because we're arguing, it's a dispute.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I just put a tweet up. I forgot who. I think Michael Benson said something about it. And I responded to his tweet, and I was like, man, that belt is crap. It should have never been introduced into boxing, period. And, you know, the whole the introduction of the belt just added to the corruption in the damn sport. Fuck that belt. That belt is just worthless as they come. Champ Ross in the building. What's good with you, man? Not man. I'm just being silly because I'm just talking about Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez, and whatever else. Me and Mark was really ragging on the WBC and their nonsense about appointing Luis Nery mandatory after popping dirty and failing weight, missing weight, and all kind of dumb shit, and he's being rewarded for it. So nothing surprises me anymore coming from the WBA or the WBC. Like nothing's a surprise. It's just, to me, it's almost like the old Howard Stern show. Like, what's next? What's next? What
I know. I mean, look, I've seen Sporting Icons. He's my guy, right? And he's a big Dillian guy. So he put up a video. WBC make Povetkin versus White for the WBC Diamond belt, yeah? Which is the first time the WBC Diamond belt's ever been on the line at heavyweight, right? It's the first time. There's never been one. But that doesn't fucking matter. The WBC Diamond belt isn't prestigious. It was originally meant to be about like special fights. Remember, that's what they originally did it for. That's why like Pacquiao and Cotto and Mayweather and Pac fought for it and all that crap, right? But now you have guys like Callum Smith picking it up. You have Regis Prograis had it for a while without even being a world champion. You know what I mean? This was before he even beat anybody. So like this was before Regis Prograis went on to prove how decent he was. You know, so who gives a crap about it?
Right. Right.
It's not an important thing. And people like, people put the W. I heard somebody say, "Oh, the diamond belt's as good as the world title." No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's a trinket belt. It's a trinket.
Right. It is, man.
World title.
Diamond belt is a crap belt. It's another crap belt, just like the franchise belt. Fuentes, what's up with you, fam? Yeah.
I rank it below the interim. I actually rank it below the interim champion. If the WBC want to rank it above the interim, they can do it. I look at the interim as the interim world champion, next in line to the world champion. Yeah, he has to fulfill the obligations of the world champion. If the world champion can't meet said obligations, and he steps in if the world champion can't, then he can step into for a vacant title. The WBC Diamond can't do that. So the interim is above the Diamond for me.
because it's more important, even though it doesn't matter. It's not an important title. It's more important than the diamond. The diamond's just a fancier way of saying silver or gold, isn't it?
Facts, but the importance is only significant if the importance is going to be upheld. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not going to be upheld, if they just going to say, okay, well, you get the interim belt and then you just have it, but you can be sitting there with the interim belt, but never getting that shot, then what's the point? Like, you know what I mean? It's just as insignificant as the diamond belt then, if it's not going to be upheld.
Exactly. So, like, it is the way I look at it, man. Like, when I can't even look at it. It's too confusing.
It's some bullshit, dog. It's straight bullshit, man. I'm telling you. Like I said, man, Mauricio Suleiman and that whole belt. I don't know, man. Introducing that belt to me, and I said it from the beginning, was just all about collecting more sanctioning fees. They can throw whatever explanation on that belt they want to throw on that belt. At the end of the day, that shit was just all about collecting sanctioning fees. That's it.
There you go. There you go. Like, there's a world champion, there's a franchise champion, a diamond champion, like an interim champion, a fucking silver champion, an international champion. Like, mate, they've got more championships in the WBC and WBA than the WWF ever had. Back in the days with the Intercontinental, the Hardcore, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I just want to see them make a tag team division now with these two sanctioning bodies. That's all I'm waiting on. Tag team division. Could you imagine that? Like Wilder and Ruiz versus Fury and AJ? Cracking. I would watch it.
No, champ, they still have a diamond. No, it wasn't replaced. He said he thought the diamond belt was replaced by the franchise belt.
No. Because even though they're saying it's transferable, originally what they said is if you were to beat the franchise champion, you wouldn't get the belt, but what they would do is they would actually based on if they think it was worthy of it, they would give you the diamond belt on a possible mandatory position, possible to fight for the real world title. That's what they said.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I remember that. I just thought, I know they still have a diamond belt, a silver belt, and all this other bullshit for. They got all kinds of belts, man. WBC is ridiculous. I think they're in competition with the WBA. If they come out with another belt, we got to come out with another belt. It's just that simple.
I want to make a belt.
Yeah, I'll chip in.
I might make a belt, but I'm serious. I might make a belt and approach fighters to use it. We call it the Unrivaled World Championship. Better than every other. It's the Unrivaled World Championship.
That's the perfect name for the belt too. Unrivaled. You
can't rival World
Championship right here. There's no rivalry to it. This is the one and only. It's unrivaled. That shit is perfect. I'll chip in. Who's gonna be the aggressor in Loma versus Lomachenko Fuentes? In my opinion, Lomachenko will be the aggressor. At least he will early in the fight, at least the first 3-4 rounds, maybe.
I think there's different styles of aggression. There's different ways of looking at it.
Okay.
You can agree. Lomachenko's very come forward and very aggressive, and he uses a lot of feints and lateral movement and uses the matador jab, right, to disguise to get his work off. He's gonna struggle with something that I'm just gonna call a distorted stance. Okay, most people don't know, probably haven't really seen it. Teofimo, one of the few people I've seen in the last 40 years use a distorted stance. Okay, one of the very few. Which I'll mention when I do my breakdown and prediction on the fight, because I think Lopez is going to have a few little tricks to be aggressive from a countering standpoint early on. And then as the fight wears on, he's going to get more and more aggressive. So I think they're both going to be aggressive, man, in different ways.
Yeah, I get it. Well,
Loma's going to be the one looking to come forward more in the beginning.
I think Lomachenko and just the casual fan aspect, or not even the casual fan, but just the fan that don't look at the breakdown in the ring. They know the sport. But I think just from that eye and the casual fan eye, Lomachenko's going to appear to be the more aggressive fighter. I'll say it like that. But what you
Earlier
talk,
on, Teofimo's going to look to catch and shoot a bit more, then pounce. You know, when he
right,
catches and shoots, he's going to pounce.
right, right. So you're going to see more punches, in my opinion. Now, I'm not sure, but I just think that you're going to see more punches thrown from Lomachenko. So from the naked eye, not what you saying, I get it. But from the naked eye,
Yes.
from the regular eye, it's going to appear that Lomachenko is the more aggressive fighter. You know what I mean? Toby, what's good? Victor R, what's up? Labitos Den Boxing, what's good with you? Appreciate y'all coming through. That's just what I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just think that Teofimo is going to fight in a certain way to lead. People think that Lomachenko's so smart that he can't be led into anything. That's something else too. I keep like, let me. I'm not even going. I'm just going to shut up, man. I'm just not even going to talk about this. But
when my preview and prediction comes out, people are going to be in for a rude awakening on certain things, because I've been trolling for about 9 months, waiting for this. People don't realize I've been waiting.
But see, like Mark. Okay, so all right, check this out, Mark. Remember in the Nakatani fight, right?
Yes.
I see Nakatani doing some significant things. Now, I see Nakatani doing some significant things that I said to myself, you know what? It's good that Teofimo is getting, because this type of thing he's going to need if he gets into that fight with Lomachenko. Now, I ain't going to dig into that too much, but I guarantee you, I know you know what I'm talking about, and it's probably going to be in your background. So when I watched that, I said, okay, so the kid, you know, he got hit. But from round 5 to about round 9, I saw Teofimo adjust from it. And I said, that's really sharp right there. Now this is that's why I knew that fucking Richard Coleman, I knew he was going to get it. I didn't know Teofimo was going to do it that quick, but I knew that Richard Coleman, because a lot of people seen Teofimo get exposed in that fight with Nakatani, and at some levels he did. But what I saw in that fight is Teofimo learning, and I saw some adjustments. I saw him adapt in that fight. And I don't think that many people that saw him get exposed paid attention to that, because he got exposed. Okay, he did get exposed at some levels, but isn't that what's building? When you build a fighter, when you fight guys that give you something you didn't expect, and you show ability to adjust within that fight, is that not what these young fighters need?
They do need adaptability. Now, I'll say something, yeah. For anybody who's listening, they're thinking, oh, what Nakatani did that caused the problems was off of his length and everything. Actually, it wasn't. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it was. I know what you're talking about. He had two very specific weapons as Teofimo was looking to exchange. And they normally happened off of Teofimo turning for the hook. And that's when you'll be able to see it. You can look into it yourselves. I watched through a lot of Nakatani clips, and I found this. This is a fucking very good weapon, and it's something that minimum weight fighters use. Lower weight guys use. It's normally used by Japanese fighters, like Tanaka does it, Ioka does it, Inoue does it. Actually, fighting Harada used to do this as well. So this is an old school Japanese trick. So it was interesting to see. It wasn't something that American fighters come across, but it's something that Lomachenko actually does do.
He does.
Teofimo learned how to develop from it, and he learned how to adapt to it against a guy who has a longer range to be able to do it more effectively.
Than Lomo. And because culturally, it could have come more natural to him, because you know a lot of these Japanese boxers practice martial arts so well. So culturally, it could be something that comes like a little more natural because you see it. Mark gave you examples of all the Japanese boxers. You see it in other Japanese boxers, and even in European or Eastern European boxers, you see it in them too. But it was just
I'll
something
tell
that,
you who does it. I'll tell you
huh?
who does it, and I'll tell you a fighter who does it a lot.
Who?
What's his name? When you're talking Europeans, um, it's Usyk doesn't actually do it very often. He has done it. Derevianchenko doesn't really do it. A dude who broke his back years ago, Pirog used to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
so this is a very, very fucking. It's actually a very advanced move. When Nakatani was pulling that off, I was like, hold on, this dude could fight.
Yeah, yeah. Bevo shows you a spit of it, actually.
Glimpses of it. But he
Yeah,
never does it on the turn. He does it from a straight angle, which I've never seen before, which is
right.
actually beautiful.
That's
It's
why I
beautiful.
said spit, something look like a little glimpse of. But even still, bro, it's just a technique, like Mark said, you don't see in American fighters. You see certain techniques, like Cubans do certain things. You know what I mean? You just see certain techniques culturally. And I just noticed that Teofimo is gonna. That's why I keep telling you guys, man, he's gonna bring more to the table than people are expecting. I'm not saying that Lomachenko cannot beat this kid. Lomachenko can
He
beat this
can.
kid, for sure. But just don't underestimate Teofimo because I think that if Teofimo wins, this is the problem with people's perspective on this fight. I think that if Teofimo wins, there are going to be too many people that's going to be extremely shocked. It's not just because I'm going for the kid and ready to brag and say, I know it, because I think Lomachenko is a super difficult opponent. This is an opponent that the kid can lose against. That's what I like to see my fighters in fights that they can get beat in. And this is the fight Teofimo's in. He could get beat in this fight. So it's just
He could
I'm not.
actually get beaten quite badly.
Yes, yes. That's why I said, like, somebody asked me, you know, how this fight gonna go. Do I think that it will go to the cards, split majority decision? No, I don't. The way I think the fight will go will be one-sided either way. This is just my idea on it. And when I say that, Lomachenko might put up a fight, but he'll put up a fight to get knocked out, and Teofimo will keep him on the defense until he knocks him out, or Lomachenko will totally outbox and outclass the kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see this fight going. One of those two ways. And so when people ask me
Loma could completely outclass the kid, but I do feel Teofimo will actually have moments in the fight no matter what. I do think he will.
for sure,
I actually believe if it goes one-sided to either guy completely, it'll be to Teofimo, because if it goes one-sided completely to one side, it's going to be a vicious knockout. From the Loma thing, I think Loma is going to look really good, and Teofimo is going to look good in moments. If Loma were to win, Teofimo will have moments, and I think he's going to rock him at least once in the fight. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give away my prediction. My prediction's going to be interesting. People might not be expecting it.
I know, I'm waiting for it. Chin Smoke, what's good with your Chin Smoke? Yeah. He said Teofimo has asthma, plus he cut. Man, stop that, Labitos. Stop that. The weight is not a problem. I said that the other day. Trust me, the weight is not a problem. Gonzalo, what's up, Gonzalo?
Hey, I'm hooking up my headphones. 1 second. Hey, what's up?
What's good with you, man? Yeah.
How's it going, Mark?
Yeah, it's up, Gonzalo.
Yeah.
So Libido, let's see. Libido says Teofimo has asthma plus weight.
That's Gonzalo. That's Gonzalo.
Lomachenko drowns his opponent, raises the red flag. Yeah. Gonzalo, you there? You got it. What you think about that? What you think about that?
I didn't know he had asthma until a few months ago. He just got really big. Like he's 160 pounds. Got a lot of muscle. Then got
He's
to
not
cut all that
160
muscle.
right now. He's not
No,
160 right now.
not close.
He's cutting down.
I
He's
heard he's
been
one
cut
four. I
down,
heard
bro.
he's 143 right now.
And
Yeah, he's been
43.
cut
What's the
down.
weight? 135. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be an issue then because he's young. So usually young fighters they can get away with it more than an older to middle age fighter. I mean, in boxing terms, like 30s. He's not 30. He's in the early 20s. So yeah,
Yeah, he's 23. But look, Gonzalo, the thing is, the weight was never an issue. That was a narrative going around. Teofimo, when Teofimo was 159, he was working out to cut weight. I put a video up and I told people, stop talking about the weight. The fight is no problem. This dude is, they saw him lifting weight. His dad came on my channel. He said those things were small dumbbells, and he was doing high reps. High reps is that tones you down. That doesn't build up muscle. The weight was never an issue. People kept making that an issue. Teofimo, his nutritionist, his camp, they all have a time frame. I just explained this yesterday. They all have a time frame. That time frame is met. This is why after this fight, he's moving. There is no Devin Haney. There is none of this other bullshit. After this fight, he's out of here. They said
yeah,
before, if this fight didn't happen, they were out of here at
yeah.
140.
That's
So
the reason. That's the reason more so that I thought the weight was gonna because I heard him say like over a year ago that he was planning on moving up. But I mean, if he still can make it, he can still make it.
man, only thing I say is guys like Spence and Hurd that cuts way more weight. You know what I mean? They've been doing it. So
What about there being no crowd? Will that affect Teofimo Lopez more? You think? Because he feeds off the crowd. You know, he likes to put on a spectacle, do the backflips. Yeah,
yeah, man, that's after he wins the fight. I don't know how much that's going to affect him when he in the ring fighting. You know, after he wins the fight, yeah, he feeds off the crowd. But you know, when they're in when they're inside of that square circle, bro, and they're trying to figure that guy out across from them, you know, people can say what they want. It's all about that boxing. If a boxer needs to hear that crowd ambiance and all of that, then they doom themselves. But I don't know if their mental is based on that. So I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I just know the backflips and all of the celebration and all of that. That's after he wins the fight. What he
yeah,
does in that ring leading up to that point, that really those people don't have a goddamn thing to do with that, in my opinion. If he loses the fight, or you know, he wasn't doing the backflips and all of the celebrations after the Nakatani fight, and it was plenty of goddamn fans there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to affect him in the fight. The only thing I think is he's going to knock Lomachenko's ass out. That's what I think.
the way he caught Comey was interesting because if we go back and look at the Linares Lomachenko fight, Lomachenko got countered, and when he caught Comey, he countered him, and you know, Teofimo was a much harder puncher than Linares. Although Linares is sharp and fast, he caught him with an accurate shot. Teofimo's also fast. If he could catch him the same way he caught Comey,
He's
we
not
gotta
going to
see how
fight.
Lomachenko reacts, man.
He's not Gonzalo. He's not going to fight Lomachenko anything the way. He's not even going to come out in this fight with Lomachenko the way y'all seen him come out with Coleman. I can guarantee you that. Y'all not going to see any resemblance of how he fought Coleman. You know, maybe glimpses here and there of him in a certain position in the Philly show, but he's going to come out of that quick too. Don't expect that Philly because I keep hearing Julius say that about that Philly show. I don't think you guys are going. I don't know. Let me shut the fuck up, bro. I don't think you're going to see the Philly show as much as you believe you may see the Philly show in this fight with Lomachenko. Let me tell you like that. It's a whole lot of speculations and assumptions on how Teofimo's going to fight this fight, and I think he's going to surprise a lot of you guys. You know, he also has the ability to switch it fluently. He doesn't use it because he hasn't had the need to use it. But I'm telling you guys right now, he has the ability to switch it fluently. He can do it. He can fight out both stances. So just keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah. So how many months is the fight away? Are they like already in training camp? When is it? In October?
Didn't they say the 17th?
The 17th. What's the date today? We're like 2 months away, 8 weeks.
Yeah. But these guys have already been training for each other, though. This is not like they've already been training for each other. No, listen. There's rumors in social media and all of this, but Teofimo Lopez, you guys have never heard. That's why when people kept coming up there telling me, call him a duck, y'all ain't never heard Teofimo Lopez once say that this fight was off. Never heard him say that he didn't want to fight Loma. Never talked about fighting somebody outside of Loma. But everybody made all these assumptions. He ducking this, that, and the third. But y'all never heard such. Y'all never heard any of this. So what happens is the fight is on now. The deal is done. And that's where it's been the whole time. Like Teofimo is going to knock Lomachenko out. Just accept it. Libitos, accept it.
This is an interesting fight because it seems like, I mean, obviously they want to get paid, but they're searching, they're looking for legacy, because when they're fighting inside these bubbles, the shows aren't like a regular card, and there's not going to be any audience. They might have like those faces on the background that they paint, to make, like in baseball, where they make it seem like there's an audience. But yeah, it's like interesting because these guys are looking for it must be the toughest fight, competitive wise, ever since the COVID. So I mean, these guys are looking for legacy.
Right. Listen, Mon Slave, throughout this whole Teofimo Lomachenko situation, and from the beginning to the end of it. Hey, Mark, thanks for coming on. If your signal dropped, you can jump back on. But listen, throughout this whole thing, Mon Slave, from the beginning to the end, I'm gonna call this dude an idiot. Okay, he's an idiot. To this day, he's calling this kid a hype job. With all that Teofimo has proven to us, with all that he's seeking to accomplish and moving forward, how can you call him a hype job? You can call him what you want, but you cannot at this point call Teofimo Lopez a hype job. You cannot do that. This idiot. That's why he's on here as you idiot. Let me move your comment so you can see it clearly. This is to him. You idiot. You can't call him a hype job. You just can't. What's good with your friend? What's good? I don't care what his opinion is. You just can't call him. How is he a hype job? Somebody explain to me how this kid's a hype job. He's proving it. Once these kids start proving it, they're no hype job. Man.
Yeah, and especially since he's going in there against Lomachenko, many have him as like the pound for pound number one, definitely the best in the division. Okay, so like when you dare to be great and you step up against the elite, and you're breathing the same air as they are, that rarefied air. If you're like a young fighter, like Teofimo, like many young fighters, you start believing. When they say start believing, and then you end up believing. Like,
hold on right quick 1 second, brother. Shout out to my man Willie Williams with the big super chat. Willie, I appreciate you, my man. D Jefferson panel in chat. Loma versus Teofimo free on ESPN. Let's go. Look, man, I tell you something, Willie Williams. I appreciate you, my brother. Big time. Appreciate you. I don't give a shit when they show this fight. I want it. I'll pay for it. I'll watch it on ESPN, whatever. All right, go ahead, Gonzalo. I just had to shout out Willie Williams and salute for Glory, the Texan and Rabbit Hole for Breezy.
Oh, wow, that's a pretty generous super chat. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Willie Williams, the man. That's how Willie Williams always Blessing to speak your mind, Sports Talk Live family. That's my man. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead. Bro.
if you're in there against the best, even though you might be green and inexperienced and you're good, but a lot of people don't really have like the faith, but you believe in yourself, then you once you're in that position, you can say I was in there against the best against Lomachenko. So you start gaining more faith in yourself. And if you weren't that sure that you belonged there before, after whether he wins or loses, he's gonna know that he belongs in there against anybody along that realm. And there's not too many because it's a rarefied there's only a few like considered pound for pound and like the best guy in the division at 135 Lomachenko. So once he's in there, moving forward against anybody else, he's gonna know in his heart of hearts that he's been there against the best. So he can't be considered a hype job any longer.
No, no, and that's his next opponent. Like he's beaten a champion. He's already beaten a champion, and his next opponent is literally the best in that division. One of the best in boxing. Like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? Hype job. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know where these guys get these narratives, but to me, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, any other fighter that he faces in the future, he's gonna tell himself, okay, I've been there against. I'm a champion at 23. I've been in there against Lomachenko, whether I lost or won, depending on the outcome, on how it plays out. But then if he faces another fighter, he's going to be more sure of himself than that other fighter might be because that other fighter hasn't been in there with the likes of a Lomachenko. So, I mean, yeah, no way he's a hype dog. He's just more sure of himself moving forward. No doubts in his mind, just straight up confidence.
Yeah, yeah, that kid, man.
It's kind of like Canelo against Mayweather.
Or a lot of these young fighters, bro, that came up, they accomplished early. Again, there's got to be the next guy. This is what I always say. It doesn't have to be Teofimo. It doesn't. It could be Ryan Garcia. But there's got to be the next guy. There's always this young phenom, this young guy that comes out and he does what the popular opinion believe he's not going to be able to do. Whether it be Teofimo, it could be Virgil Ortiz, Jerome Boots Ennis, Ryan Garcia,
That's pretty good.
Paul Stevenson. It could be any of these guys, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just saying that Teofimo's confident. I see that he brings a lot of things to the table that I don't believe others are seeing. And I just think that he's going to beat him. That's all I can say. I mean, I just think he's going to beat him. But I can't get mad at somebody saying that Lomachenko's going. This is what I don't like, Gonzalo. People taking what they've seen Lomachenko do at 126 and 130, and then they're applying that to what he's going to do to Teofimo. But the logic is outside of what he hasn't been able to do to these opponents at 135 prior to getting into the ring with Teofimo. If he couldn't perform those same acts against Pedraza and Luke Campbell and the other guys at 135, then how is he miraculously going to turn back the clock and do at 135 what he was doing at 126 and 130? See, he didn't come to 135 retiring guys on the stool and turning guys and making them look all simple. No, he was doing that at 126. The Matador act. You didn't see him doing the Matador act in the Luke Campbell fight. We didn't see that. But a lot of these Lomachenko fans are applying that Lomachenko to this fight. And that's where they're going to be upset because you're not going to see that Lomachenko in this fight. And if you're expecting to see this Lomachenko come in here and do the Matador act and turn Teofimo and, Nah, that's not what you're gonna see. And that's what I hear from a lot of these guys. They're like, well, Lomachenko is just gonna do this and he's just gonna do that, and he's just well, what the hell is Teofimo gonna be doing the whole time while Lomachenko's putting on this magic? That's my thing.
He almost had those guys out of there, like on the 11th round, Pedraza and Luke Campbell. But you know what? I consider like Teofimo like a 140-pounder. Really, he's kind of
Sure,
like almost the size
yeah.
of Regis Prograis.
That's where he's going next. And he's talking about fighting any of them. He's not afraid to fight any of them. Not Regis, Josh. He actually wants. I think that his ambition, he and Senior's ambition, will not. They won't see this next level through because Josh Taylor has the same ambition that Teofimo has. Josh has the ambition to beat Ramirez and immediately go to 147. He's done at 140, which Teofimo desires to beat Lomachenko and then fight the winner of Ramirez Hooker. So we don't know what the future holds, but if Josh doesn't want to dick around at 140 anymore, then those belts will be scattered, right? Because he'll hold them all. If he was to be successful against Ramirez, he would hold them all. Now, if Josh Taylor loses, we'll just have to see if he lives up to his word and go up to 147 anyway, because that's what he said he wanted to do next. And then Ramirez will hold those belts, and then there's no telling what happens. But Ramirez has been talking about moving up to 147 too. He's even been talking about fighting Terence Crawford.
Yeah, makes sense because they're all with the top rank promotional company.
Right. Ramirez said everybody thinks he can't fight Crawford, but he knows he can fight Crawford. How Regis Prograis is talking about fighting. These guys are like, it doesn't matter if these idiots over at the PBC are scared to fight Terence Crawford. There are a lot of boxers that are not afraid to fight Terence Crawford. They're ready to jump in the ring. Fans are like, oh, no, he don't want that Crawford smoke. Oh, no. But these are fighters, guys. They don't give a shit. They don't see Crawford like you see Crawford. They just see another fighter. One that they believe they can solve that puzzle, that they can get through, that they can beat. He's not this Superman like some of these fans, like you guys look at him. To Jose Ramirez, Terence Crawford is another beatable opponent. He and his camp can get in the camp and work out a game plan to beat Terence Crawford. That's how Jose Ramirez sees Terence Crawford. That's it. He doesn't see him as some unbeatable opponent. Teofimo needs to adjust with longer footwork to be ready to counter when he takes side steps. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure, boy. Has it been signed? I'm not even. Teofimo was a hype job. Conley took a dive. Tatley was a bum. Got beat up by Patera and Abel Diego. Magdaleno is a two-time title contender who got messed up twice. Pure bum. That's priceless. That's priceless, Mark. Oh shit. Let me see. Round one. Willie Williams is the man. Carlos Mendoza in the building. What's good, my brother? Yeah, Chia gonna be a switch hitter. Loma gonna hit him with the park. Yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna switch on Loma. I'm just saying he has the ability to do it. And I don't think a lot of people know that about him. Spuddy breakdown, yeah, that's what we need, a Spuddy breakdown. Spuddy not well, got a couple of rotten spots.
I'm gonna check out it's late here in the Philippines.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna shower and call it a night.
All right, I appreciate you coming through, Gonzalo.
Yeah, okay. Take care, D. I'll see you around tomorrow or the next.
All right, fam.
Okay. Good night.
Yeah, all right, good. So let me get to y'all comments too, since I always fall behind in the chat. I'm probably way behind now. See what y'all talking about in the chat, man. Willie Williams, Toby, Man Grower, Fuente said, what do you think happened to Rigondeaux? I thought he was going to beat Loma. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing, man. I don't think anything happened to Rigondeaux, to tell you the truth. I think Guillermo Rigondeaux's career went the way it was supposed to go. He just wasn't the guy to beat Lomachenko. That's the thing. He just couldn't beat him. You know, again, they're going to pit a lot of fighters in front of him. Teofimo may not be the guy to beat Lomachenko, but if Teofimo doesn't beat Lomachenko, who's next? That's the thing. Who are the fans going to have faith in next to beat Lomachenko? It's no guarantee that Teofimo Lopez beats Lomachenko. That's what Teofimo fans would like to see. I would like to see that. Teofimo, his dad, his camp, they would like to see that, but there's no guarantee that Teofimo beats Lomachenko. And if he doesn't, then who's next? Who's next? Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Does Lomachenko drop back down to 130 like they've been talking about? And who beats him there? It may very well be that the guy doesn't get beaten. Again, he took that one loss. That might be the last loss that we see Lomachenko take before he retires, because he could very well get in there and beat up Teofimo Lopez. And then who's next? Who's next? Because a lot of people now believe Teofimo's a little ahead of the curve, a little ahead of Devin Haney, a little ahead of Ryan Garcia. And if he's ahead of them and Lomachenko beats him up too, then who is beating him? Who's going to beat this guy? If he drops down to 130, who beats him down there? Virgil? No. So I don't know, man. Lomachenko is just what people don't want to respect him for being. Like, this guy's a beast. Lomachenko's a beast. He's not where he is for no reason. You know? Got to give Lomachenko his respect. It was interesting to listen to Lopez Senior on Punch Drunk Stream last night. He had his son beaten by KO round 5. Yeah, I said 7, but I said 7 before. I'm mad that I missed that, bro. I was freaking asleep. I'm gonna go back and watch that, but yeah, I said 7, bro. I said 7. I gotta get a hold of him too. I'm gonna get a hold of him and try to get him to come talk to me. But yeah, I think Teofimo 5 is good for me. That's quicker than 7. But I think he's gonna take him out in 7 or less. But trust me, guys, he's got some tricks up his sleeve. He's got something coming. Ayob's in the building. What's good, Ayobs? Appreciate you coming through. Virtuoso, what's up? Let me get this link. I got the link all in the chat, but I'll put it out again. All right, there it is. Team Lomachenko checking in. Yeah. Nah, hold on, D. Rigo was forced to fight Lomo because the whole 122 ducked him. Never seen something like that. Man, I don't give a damn about none of this Rigo being forced to fight. He could get the job done, fam. I don't want to hear it. He wasn't the guy that beat him. That's all I'm saying. Like, Rigo, how could he have been forced to? Fighters don't have to take fights, Ayobs. Fighters turn down fights all the time. Then y'all call them ducks, and y'all call them this, and y'all call them that. Like, Ayobs, like y'all was trying to force me to call Teofimo. Oh yeah, by the way, Ayobs, is Teofimo ducking Lomachenko? Just meant to ask you that right quick. Well, see, so how was Rigo forced? He fought him. He lost. That's it. He wasn't the guy to beat him. My point is, he wasn't the guy to beat him. I don't care if it's a guy moving up in weight, a guy moving down in weight. If you win the fight, you win the fight. You were the guy that was meant to beat that guy. Just like Lomachenko wouldn't have to take a fight with a bigger guy, but he moved up to 135. This is outside of Lomachenko's comfort zone. Lomachenko's natural weight, best fighting weight, probably serves him better at 126, 130. When he's fighting at 135, which is why I don't understand why people disrespect this man. He's already fighting outside of his comfort zone. This is why we've seen his number. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, it's because these guys are bigger than him. You know? So, man, look, Rigo signed. No excuses. You sign for the fight, you get your ass whooped. That's it. No need to cry about it. That's it. My prediction, Loma wins very close fight. Split decision or majority decision, 7-5. Loma don't see any KO or knockdown happening. Yeah. I think that if Loma wins by decision, Carlos, I think it'll be a unanimous decision. And pretty clearly. See, here's the thing. This is why I don't think that it'll be a fight like this, Carlos. A fight like this, Carlos, means that Teofimo planted some shots. He hurt Loma. He had some success in that fight, but it just wasn't enough to win. And my problem with this theory on a fight like this is if Teofimo has that type of success, he's going to knock Lomachenko out, fam. Other than that, Lomachenko is going to control the fight and keep young Teofimo from having that type of success. Therefore, we're going to see more of 10-2 to 12-0 type fight. And he may potentially put Teofimo down once. Not on no fight ended knockdown, but just put him down, and then Teofimo gets back up, fights back, and try to get back into the fight, but just can't do it. I could see a decision going like that, Carlos, where it's a clear unanimous decision for Lomachenko. I just don't see a 7-5 fight happening because if he's able to have as much success as it takes to get this type of score, Carlos, I see him putting Lomachenko away. And so it's going to be either that or Lomachenko is going to do what it takes to keep Teofimo away from having any of that type of success. And he's going to put on a masterclass against the kid. You know, deuce him up, keep him at bay, keep him confused, frustrating for 12 rounds and clearly win on points. That's how I see this fight going. But giving Lomo problems, 5 rounds is 5 rounds too many, Carlos Mendoza. 5 rounds success for Teofimo in this fight is 5 rounds too many for Lomachenko. He'll knock him out in one of those 5 rounds. And that's why I said 7 or less, because I see the fight going as Teofimo making Lomachenko look like a different Lomachenko in that ring. A Lomachenko that the fans are not used to seeing, a Lomachenko more on the defensive, onto the route of getting stopped in about the 7th round. Therefore, we wouldn't have a 7-5 fight because he's going to stop him, Carlos. You understand what I'm saying? If it's a 7-5 fight, it would never get to 7-5. What you would see, Carlos, is more like 8-1, 9-1. And Teofimo trying to figure something out and Lomachenko just continuing to whip him. That's just basically how I see 1 or 2 ways this fight going. But a fight that close, I don't think so. Take it from a Teofimo fan, I don't think so. I don't think it's enough time. The kid has enough experience to play that type of chess match with Lomachenko to pull off a 7-5 victory. I have to be honest, as much as I brag and talk about Teofimo Lopez, we talking about a fight like that, a close battle or war like that's much of a chess match. And Lomachenko's playing chess, man. That kid is either in the beginning stage of chess or he's still a master checker player, but he ain't gonna be able to play that kind of match with Lomachenko. So for Glory said, if Tank Davis stays disciplined, if Tank Davis is a special kid, I said this the other night on someone else's live for Glory. If Tank Davis could have been sparked, like could have been a fire sparked in Tank Davis because of the whole Devin Haney and Floyd Mayweather debacle, and he could potentially, Tank Davis could potentially be like the next thing, no doubt. I want to shout out Willie Williams again for that. So yeah, if he stays disciplined, we're just gonna have to see. I think what I expect to see from Tank Davis for Glory is for him to go in here and completely obliterate Leo Santa Cruz. Because here's the reality of it, and I said this before, Tank Davis should have never had problems making 130. And he shouldn't have any problem making 135. It was lack of discipline and what he did to himself in between fights. If Tank stays conditioned in between fights, he's a smaller guy. If he stays in condition in between fights, he should have no problem making 130 or 135. Therefore, he should go in there and completely obliterate Leo Santa Cruz. He was out of shape in the Gamboa fight. It's reasons that he struggled. First, Gamboa had more than he expected, but he was out of shape. If he wasn't out of shape, if he was in shape, he would have had no problem making 135, but he did have an issue making 135. So the kid was out of shape. So if he stays disciplined, I believe that Tank Davis is one of these fighters that can beat a lot of these guys, even Teofimo. I wouldn't put my money on it. I still would bet Teofimo, but Tank Davis is a special kid, man. He just has to do what it takes. He can't keep fighting these low-level guys. He's got to stay in the gym. He's got to dedicate himself and turn these things around. He's still young. But I'm not putting any hope into Tank Davis until I see it. One camp or getting mad at Devin Haney ain't going to do it for me. I'm going to have to see this kid do it, bro. If he does, then, you know, so be it. If he does, then he does. That's what's good. If not, then I don't have no faith in him, dog. That's all I could tell you for Glory. I had faith in Tank for a long time. I used to advocate for, but it was no good. Teofimo Sr. was on True School Sports too. Good interview as well. Yeah, he's all around, man. That dude gets around. Die Hard Casuals in the building. What's good with you? Aop said, I'm going to watch tape from the fight. D, which two fights are Teofimo giving confidence? He's watch Nakatani and watch Nakatani Aobs and watch the Magdaleno fight. But the Magdaleno fight, he does something significant in the Magdaleno fight where he could give Lomachenko problems. If you know what you watch and you pick up on it, you come back and you tell me, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Watch the Nakatani fight, the tall Japanese kid, and then watch the Magdaleno fight. You actually have to go back and watch some of his amateur fights to see some of the things he could potentially bring to the table. And I know amateurs and pros are different, but in some of the amateur fights, in his early pro fights, and some of his better wins, like against Edith Tatley, he actually utilized those skills at the pro level and correctly, you know, kept himself from getting hit. But so you got it. It's kind of a body of work. But I would say if you watch a couple of his amateur fights and look at the Edith Tatley fight, you'll see some things. But specifically what Mark and I was talking about today, AOBs, go to the Nakatani fight and the Magdaleno fight. Then come back and tell me what you see there, buddy boy. You should see something very good, very impressive, very impressive. Aob says Loma gonna frustrate him, confuse him, and drop him to the body. He will probably frustrate him, and I believe he may confuse him too. That could happen. Frustration can be worked through. Confusion can be worked through. That drop into the body, Jazz, you can say that. Save it. Save it, Ayobs. Fabrizio, what happened with Haney and Mayweather? Nothing, man. Mayweather was just kind of taking Haney around, flying him on the jet, training with him, riding on the bikes through Vegas with him, living it up. And Tank Davis was tweeting and Instagramming little comments about it. And then you start seeing him working with different coaches and getting dedicated. That's all for Brazil. Like a little girl and shit getting jealous because Floyd Mayweather is working with Devin Haney now, basically. Just the way I saw it. You know what I mean? Johnny Boy Fight Palace in the building. He said Haney's irrelevant. Who's fought no one. That's what happened. Shout out to D. Jeff. What's up with you, Jeff? Appreciate you coming through. Fabrizio said, yeah, what's the beef between I don't know if there's any beef, to tell you the truth. I don't even know. Salute to you, Dad. Toby said Tank's training camps are now becoming fat, busting camps. He needs to be in good shape going into the camp. Andy Ruiz went into pre-camp. And y'all know that Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola are in conversations about having a fight. Battle of the Hippos. I shouldn't say that, man. Yeah, but I read something about these two guys in negotiations to fight each other. Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola. It's not a bad fight, actually. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would probably pick Andy Ruiz, but Chris Arreola is a good gatekeeper, I guess. Yeah, he beat Magdalena. It's something he did significant though in that fight that I do believe that would give yeah, no doubt, AOBs all day, bro. That will give Lomachenko issues is gonna kill him. That's all I think, Tank is becoming like Dave Allen now. Hopefully not, diehard casuals. Hopefully not, dog. Yeah, Johnny Boy just dropped some Magdaleno highlights. Yeah, you gotta watch the fight. Nah, we was talking about some things that Teofimo was gonna do in the fight. You need more. He said Battle of the Hippos, my first 78 speaking my sports talk. Oh yeah. Oh shit. I didn't even know that. Yeah, he is a pretty big dude. He ain't gonna fight you. Nah.
Yeah, never mind.
I doubt that dude. Yeah, come here. I doubt that dude will fight anything. What? Hold on 1 second, guys. So back. Sorry guys, I was just talking to my daughter. Full fight versus Tio versus Diego. Yeah. I can't tell you, man, because if you ask me, I would say watch all of the fights you can watch. That's all I can tell you because I've watched all of this fight multiple times, and when I watch different fights again, I pull something else out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah. Salute, Mark. How's it going? Yep. He said, "What's the instant?" What's the highlights instead? Yeah. Save you some time. No, Johnny boy. If you just watch the highlights, you can't see how he set it up. In the Magdaleno fight, Johnny boy, you gotta, he set it up. Okay, so I'll break this down. So when you watch the Magdaleno fight, for anybody that go watch the Magdaleno fight, and this is why I'm saying, Johnny boy, don't just watch the highlights. Teofimo set that knockout up on Magdaleno. See why people think he's just athletic and it's about some overhand right or some fucking quick left hook. That's bullshit. It's not about that. He set Magdaleno up in that fight. So you can't just watch the highlights to see the full effect on that, right? Here's the thing. He was working Magdaleno to the body, right? Teofimo feinted him with a left to the body, but he came up top with the left hook. Bing, bing, because Magdaleno was getting punished to the body. So he set that up, guys. He set that up. He set that up with body shots, feints. You got to watch this fight. He set it up with body shot, feints to the body. Body shot, feints to the body. But he would feint to the body, but he would go back to the body. So you making the boxer think that, okay, when he feints like that, he's going to tear my damn ribs up. But you have to be effective. You got to hit the ribs. You got to hit the liver. You got to hit the kidney for this effect to work. So later in the fight, when he knocks him out, it's a feint. Feint. Feint to the body. Blow. Come upstairs and knock him the fuck out. You understand? Go back and watch it. And so this is something, if you pay attention to it and you watch what he does in that ring, it shows you that this kid is not just fucking getting no lucky knockouts, lunging at opponents and all of that other dumb shit that you hear people say. No, go watch that fight and then come back and talk to me. That's how he sets it up. And you can't get that just from watching the highlights. If you watch the highlights, you're not going to get that. You're not going to see that. You're not going to pay attention or gauge how he set that knockout up. You're just going to see him knock out Magdaleno, and you'll have no indication or understanding why he did that. So go watch the fight. Now, I just told you what to look for. If you don't even have to have a trained eye to look for that. Just timestamp this live and then go to the round. Well, no, you need like 3 rounds before. Watch the 3 rounds leading up to the knockout. And you'll see it. You'll see it all. This is exactly how you got him out of there. And it was planned that way, guys. It was planned that way. Afro-maniac in the building. My daughter just came in with the perfect round frizzo. She got the fro jumping, son.
It's aerodynamic. It's perfect.
It's all that. You know what I mean? Al natural. Anyway, but yeah, what you say, Johnny boy? My man, Boxing Jedi in the building. What's good, Boxing Jedi? I don't know if I shouted you out, but fuck it. It don't hurt to shout you out again. Mark said, I'm not trying to one-up you. Quit thinking like a feet. Oh, what y'all? Oh, boy. Y'all too. Johnny boy said, me, I got a prediction right, Mark. What prediction you got right? I got to come back up, man. Do y'all know, speaking of predictions, let me speak on this right quick. Do you guys know, I didn't know that I was like in 20th place, guys. 20th place in the prediction league. I was like, holy shit. Even though it was just starting the season. I didn't have a few good weeks, but I didn't pay attention to that. And I was like, oh, no. Even though it's the beginning of the season, I can't be down like that. I looked at it one day because I'm doing so much, guys. The basketball predictions, trying to work with these guys over there at Odds HQ, but I kind of learned this basketball, this gambling side of things. But you know, a lot going on in the personal life. Anyway, dog, the prediction league. I got to get right, man. IBT's doing good. Smoke. YC is back. Gun rights. Mark in there. You guys need to join. Test your knowledge. But I'll tell you this. So look, Virgil Ortiz, another one. We always talking about Teofimo. Virgil Ortiz is another guy that I have on this list. How much would you guys like to see him fight Keith Thurman? Do you guys think it's too early? Some people actually saying they think it's too early for Keith Thurman to fight Virgil Ortiz. I don't think it's too early. Do y'all think it's too early for that? Carlos said if Lomo beats Lopez, he's undisputed. I know he franchise champ. Yeah, me and Mark were just talking about that. You know, he can't really, but you can accept that as a fan, Carlos, but he can't be accredited for that, bro. He can't be accredited for being undisputed. I mean, you can accept that as a fan, but unless he goes and beats Devin Haney before he drops down to 130. Same thing with Teofimo Lopez. If Teofimo Lopez wins, he's not. That doesn't mean that he's undisputed. Like, it doesn't go that way for either of these guys. Not for Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez. That's just the brass tacks of it. As a fan of boxing, I just, Mark and I were just talking about, I would consider Lomachenko undisputed because he won the belt before he was appointed. Just like Canelo, they won that belt before they were appointed. But Teofimo never won that belt. He never won the WBC title. So in my opinion, he would have to fight Devin Haney before he's considered 4-belt undisputed. As a fan, I would consider Lomachenko as accomplishing that, but he won't be accredited for it. What's up, Jedi?
Hey, good morning, my brother. How you doing, kiddo?
I'm doing good, bro. How you been, man?
Oh, pretty good, man. I like that fight that you just called, man. The Virgil Ortiz versus Thurman. No, it is not too early. I think that if Virgil feels like he can do his thing, because remember, you got to start from somewhere, right? So I think that right now Thurman may be a bit above Virgil's level simply because of the inactivity, the loss, and on top of that, the other inactivity. So I think if Virgil Ortiz was to go up against a Thurman right now, he definitely has a chance, man.
Yeah, I believe so too, man. I believe so. I don't think, I was just talking about it, and with these kids, and I have Ryan Garcia on the list with these guys too. I mean, there's enough talk about Teofimo. Y'all know I could go on and on and on and on about Teofimo. But the whole live in general is about Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, and Teofimo Lopez. Because say what you want about Ryan Garcia. Yeah, he bitched him on about the 200,000 and all that, and I gave him heat for that. But at the same time, Ryan Garcia, look, let's not get this twisted. Oscar De La Coque and Eddie Reynoso did not want Ryan Garcia to move forward. They wanted him to go the WBO route, right? It's Ryan Garcia that pushed for the tougher fight. So I don't give a fuck about everything that happened before, because at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia pushed for this fight, the tougher fight. This is what I'm give these kids respect for. Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, Teofimo Lopez. They're fighting the tough fights. Tank Davis, I can't give him that respect. He's not fighting the tough fights. Devin Haney, whether it's because circumstances or not, he is not fighting the tough fights. So he has the desire to, I get it. I'm not giving him credit for desire. I'm giving him credit for production. You understand what I'm saying, Jedi?
Yeah. Now let me ask you a question. Had Devin Haney decided to take on a Brona, right, in the upcoming months, would this have changed anything? I don't think so because, like,
Yep. For me.
yeah, I mean, for me, because of the name, right? But now it's not the same Broner. You feel that? You understand what I'm saying? It's not the same Broner.
It's
Even
not,
though,
but look, it's not.
yeah,
But it's a step up. As long as I see these kids going up the ladder, and this is why Broner will beat the shit out of Abdulayev or Santiago. Broner will beat those guys. Even this Broner will beat those guys.
the Broner I want to see back is the Broner that beat the shit out of Teofimo. That's the Broner we need to see.
I know, I feel you, but that Broner we ain't getting. But I'm just saying, even Adrian Broner now, in my opinion, beats Abdulayev or Santiago.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So my point is that Devin Haney would be moving up the ladder. If he's moving up the ladder, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain.
So then we both agree that in this realm, in this era now, the way Adrian Broner carried himself, he's a step up for these kids. We have to agree on this.
Sure he is, because I'm just looking. Well, he's a step up for Haney. See, let's stick to Haney because of Haney's resume and who he's for. Haney's best two fights, in my opinion, are Abdulayev and Alfonso Santiago. So if those are his two best fights, I think Broner's better than them, a higher level than them, and would beat both of those guys. Right? Broner's fought at 147 for Christ's sake. So I would have to give it to Broner to beat those guys. But would that be a step up fight for Teofimo, or you know what I mean? I can't put it to all the guys, but I could say for Devin Haney, that's a step up fight for him because look at who he's fought so far.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel me?
Oh yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I just want, because a lot of people are still trying to put Broner at a level where he's where he was when he first started, and people don't understand that after his, what was it, his third loss, we and then his delusion with the Pacquiao fight, we have to understand that now if he comes back, he's basically going to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no one's gonna take Broner seriously as far as like recognition. You're gonna get some credit, but not high recognition. But you're gonna take him serious as an opponent. You're not just gonna keep on him either. So yeah, he's gonna be a gatekeeper. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, that's sad. That's sad.
Nobody's gonna take Derek Chisora as significant recognition. You're gonna get some credit for beating him. You're not gonna keep on him going in the ring with him.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. I just feel that a lot of these kids, they need to hurry up and catch up with the boxing time, because remember, boxing has its own time capsule, and you either with it or it goes against you. You know.
The fuck up. You gotta be sorry, Jedi. You gotta be trolling right now, right, Johnny boy?
Yeah, Johnny, get on here, Johnny. Come on.
Yeah, click the link, and I already know Johnny will click the motherfucking link. You gotta be trolling right now, Johnny boy. I know you trolling.
You want some controversy at 10:54 a.m., Johnny?
He wants some early morning ruckus. That's what he wants. Early morning ruckus. Johnny boy always causing the ruckus. Here you go, Johnny boy. Come on, join the panel and talk that shit, Johnny boy. Talk that shit. Carlos Mendoza. Yeah, totally got it. MXBC is like the LDBC, but the Mexican version. Stop that, Carlos Mendoza. Stop it right now. Don't
Carlos, what's up, baby?
No, they're not.
Hey, what's up, Carlos? How you doing, brother?
To them, Carlos. Carlos, my boy, I'm not coming at Carlos.
Yeah, I love Carlos, man. I
love Carlos. But listen, shout out to JB4 and the MXBC, man. Shout out to those young kids. Don't do that to them, Carlos. They're not like the LDBC. No, sir. No, sir. I can't do that to them.
Speak of the devil, and here he is.
I told y'all, Johnny boy, click the link, man. What's wrong with y'all, Johnny?
Here, listen, Virgil Ortiz is a fucking Mexican hype job that every fucking Mexican from Texas, that every Mexican from Texas gets their clams wet over for fighting bums. He's not going to win a title. He's not beating Crawford. He's not beating Pacquiao. He's not beating Spence. He's not beating Porter. I question whether he gets past Lipinets or Kavalauskas in that type of level. He's a it's the overpraise for these bum fucking prospects that'll never achieve anything has gone through the roof over the last 6 months.
See, now
Virgil
Let him finish. Go ahead.
Virgil Ortiz is a fucking bum. He got hurt to the body by bum-ass Sam Vargas, who punches like a fucking woman. I'll be right back. Let me go refill my coffee so I can rant some more. Hang on.
No doubt. I was just going to say,
Go ahead, Jedi. Because
no. I was just going to say I understand his stance now. See, now it's a little more clearer to me.
Okay.
You know, after the other guys, I understand now. See, this is why you had to click the link, Johnny. I'm glad you did.
Johnny Boy's stance, but he'll be back with his coffee. But fuck that goddamn stance, Johnny Boy Taker. Let me tell you something about Virgil Ortiz. He's moving up the ladder, guys. I don't care. Listen, what I don't want to see is a guy move up the ladder, then win a bullshit title. And I'm speaking of Tank Davis, right? Then win a bullshit title, and then fight a guy moving up in weight. Then fight an older guy about to retire. Then fight another guy moving up in weight. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see you consistently moving up the ladder and doing it impressively. This is what Virgil Ortiz has been doing. Vargas is a tough motherfucker, bro. He's proven that over and over again. So Johnny Boy needs to stop that shit, bro. And Virgil Ortiz was muffling Vargas' ass, dog. Cut it out. I want to see him improve and go uphill. Here's the thing. Johnny Boy could be correct, though. He might not win a title at 147, but it wouldn't be because he's not good enough. If he didn't win a title at 147, it would be because he is too big for the damn weight class and he decided to move on before that opportunity presents itself, Johnny Boy. Virgil Ortiz is in none of those guys' eyes as a potential opponent. If you look at the guys at 147 with the titles, Manny Pacquiao, Terrence Crawford, and Errol Spence, Virgil Ortiz, he's not in the picture, not even the slightest, fam. Before he even gets a chance to get in the picture, before these guys, listen, do you think that the fans, and this is you, Johnny Boy, if you hold, love you, Albert, if you hold Virgil Ortiz accountable for this, Johnny Boy, do you think that fans at any level would accept Virgil Ortiz as a fight for Crawford and Spence before each other? Fuck no, dog. Fuck no, they wouldn't. So they got to get that business handled. Spence get ready to fight Danny Garcia. So that locks Danny Garcia up. Virgil can't fight him. Sean Porter, that would be a fight, but is that a fight for Sean Porter in his sights? Sean Porter. Go ahead.
I just got to give a shout out to my man Boxing Beats and Rhymes in the chat. Listen, the dude's soft. He's not winning a title at 147. All the Mexicans are gonna cry when he fights somebody that's worth a fuck. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, listen, it's PR all day, motherfucker. You understand me now? Anyways, here. Listen, I want to see Virgil Ortiz versus Edward Berlanga. We're gonna wrap him up in a Puerto Rican flag and send him back to Dallas, Texas, in a fucking body bag. You understand me? All right,
man. He won't get a chance to fight for a title at 147 before it's time for him to go up. That's just my thing. I think it's unfair to hold him to those standards because these guys are not. I don't think he'll have the opportunity to do that before it's time for him to go. These guys got to hash everything out amongst themselves. The Pacquiao, Spence, Crawford foolery before we talk about Virgil Ortiz. And he's like nowhere in sights right now. You talk.
We're gonna hang him upside down like St. Peter, and after we get done with feet up, head down like St. Peter, and and then we're gonna wrap him in a fucking Puerto Rican flag and send him back to Dallas, Texas. You understand me? Now, actually, and I might even fucking throw the Italian flag in there just to piss you off some more. Now, here's what's gonna happen. He's not gonna win a fucking title. He's not gonna do shit. He got hurt to the body by bum ass Sam Vargas that ain't worth a fuck. Fuck Virgil Ortiz. There you go.
Bro. Your boy.
And one more thing. I know, D, you're right. D, you're right. I shouldn't be holding him to these type of standards, but with the amount of hype he's getting for doing nothing, yeah, y'all need to calm the fuck down.
I mean, yeah, but you also got to understand, man, just like Mark here. What's up, Mark? I'm Rival. What's up, Boxing Beats and Rounds? What's going on, brother? You know, he in his last 4 fights, you know, that's a pretty good, you know, prospect resume that he's got, man. A lot of these guys ain't fighting like that either. I mean, yes, I'm not hyping him up or nothing. I'm just going by his work ethic. At the same time, I've always said this. These young boys have to build themselves up. Some are doing it correctly, right? Some are doing it incorrectly. What they need to do is fight correctly. And Virgil Ortiz, right now, he's doing the best he can, you know, just like the rest of these guys that we're talking about on the panel that are, you know, trying to do the best that they can in order to get a goddamn legacy. But to hold them to the high standard right now, knowing that these guys are like, you know, still wearing right now they're at pull-ups. Soon they'll be wearing pants. You know what I mean?
He's just, my thing is like he's moving up the line. I'm not holding him accountable or anything to get a title at 147. The shit is too screwy over there for those guys holding the title. When he gets to 154, then we're gonna start holding him accountable for seeking the title, because he can sit there for a minute and go on a clear title run. He's moving through these weight classes. Look how fast he moved through 140. That's because he's still young, bro. He's growing out of control. His bone density, his structure is too big for these classes. So I'm going to hold him accountable for no title at 147 because there's too much foolishness going on with those titles. And he's going to move through 147 without getting the opportunity. So I can't hold him accountable for an opportunity that he don't fucking have. He don't have no fucking opportunity for a title at 147. That's a fact, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I also got to say this. Let's just put a real scenario here for a second, because of everybody's inactivity, right? Like, let's just say he gets to fight Crawford, right? Because Crawford's the only one that's given opportunities out here, right? He's willing to, you know, hashtag cross the street. Let's just say Virgil Ortiz, right, gets the opportunity and he doesn't beat Crawford, but he takes him to his first draw, kid. Then what? Then what happened? Let's just put that scenario in. You know, let's just do that.
Like, I wouldn't even put that. If I would say this, Jedi, but if he did that, that would be amazing. But I will say this: if he got the opportunity to fight Crawford and he got beat, what the fuck does that mean? See, my thing is this: like, Crawford is not only the best welterweight, but this dude is one of the best in boxing. Arguably #1 pound for pound. So if Virgil Ortiz a fucking prospect, that's why I think Teofimo is somewhat in a win-win situation. Forget about what casuals and like this idiot right here he thinks. Because see, a dumbass like him, if Lomachenko beats Teofimo Lopez, this is the first thing. I told y'all he was a hype job, but does that mean getting beat by arguably one of the best in boxing makes you a hype job? No. Only an idiot would say that. And I can guarantee you this idiot would put those videos out. So that's an idiotic way of thinking. Even for Virgil Ortiz, if he was to fight Crawford and lose, Crawford is sitting up there with Canelo and Lomachenko, arguably #1, best guy. Him losing to him is nothing. It's like a win-win if he was to get that opportunity. Yeah, because it's expected that he loses to Crawford. That's an expectation.
Teofimo gets my respect, win, lose, or draw in that fight. Virgil Ortiz is going to fight another bum. He gets no respect.
But Johnny boy, he's not fighting bums, bro. He's moving up the ladder. That's
Sam Vargas is a bum.
Here, watch this. Who's he signed under?
Golden Boy. Oh, isn't he signed under Golden Boy?
Johnny.
Golden Boy.
Okay, so he signed on the Golden Boy, right? Now we all know. I'm so happy you landed on Golden Boy. We all know where Oscar's concentration is, right? We all know where Oscar's concentration is. It's on cinnamon, on a cup of cinnamon. So,
yeah, and Ryan.
Right, exactly. But half Ryan, he almost shitted on Ryan. We seen it, right? We seen it. Ryan's calling for these fights, and De La Hoya's to talk about pointing fingers at Ryan. No, but it's him, right? So he got a habit of doing that. He did it to Luis Ortiz when he was fucking WBA and signed the Golden Boy, and he left because he felt that that Oscar De La Hoya had his spoon way deep in cinnamon. You know what I mean? So this is what I mean about these promoters as well. It's also their people because they're not pushing the right guys. They're missing all this opportunity because they're looking at the one that's already made that they helped make instead of trying to continue to build up. Because the one you just made, Canelo's out the door. I give him about maybe 2 more years, bro.
Yo, you know what I can see? You know what? I think so too. And I said that too. He's going to finish out this contract with the zone and bounce, right? You know what else I could see happen in Jedi? Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, not re-signing with Oscar, and go sign with Canelo on his new venture. That way, Canelo Alvarez breaks away, guys. Look at this. Canelo Alvarez breaks away with Golden Boy, also taking their 2 young stars away from him. They don't have to re-sign with Golden Boy. And this will be right perfectly around the time that it's time for Canelo to dip out. And they both dip out with Canelo. What a way for Canelo to start off his new company with himself, Virgil Ortiz, and Ryan Garcia.
That would be awesome.
They're like, okay, we'll be in shambles if that happened.
Bro, that would be the student defeating the teacher, checkmate. And AOBs, no, we are not disrespectful to fighters. All we are saying is the truth on fighters. That's all we're doing, brother. We love fighters. We love fighters. Our boxers, they get respect. And regardless, I get on Cinnamon. I respect them. It's just I just feel like he needs to stay still in one division and close it at least, bro. Show us what you can do. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, AOBs, I'll tell you right now, you didn't hear me call anybody no bum. That's Johnny Boy. I don't call fighters bums. I call them low-level fighters. So you didn't hear me say that shit. But I don't, if somebody calls a fighter a bum, it's just a figure of speech. It's not, may not actually mean that they're bums. So I don't take it literally, but I do my best not to call fighters bums. Unless they're like a guy that really shouldn't even be boxing. And we do have some of those guys in boxing that's just there to get their face pounded in. You know what I mean? Now those guys are bums because they're just there to collect $600 or $700 to get their face pounded in for the
night. yeah, and they be disrespectful to themselves by doing it.
What's up, Mark?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, good morning, Mark, and good afternoon where you at too. What's up?
What's up?
So we just moved on to, we was talking Virgil Ortiz because I'm really talking about all 3 of these young guys, but we were on the Virgil Ortiz part of it now. I finished going in about Teofimo.
Yeah. I like the path Virgil's on. Personally. I do.
Me too.
A former notable guy, Mauricio Herrera, who's a solid guy. He's past it, admittedly. He beat Brad Solomon, who at the time had 1 loss, and that was to Pardomenov, or whatever his name is. He was a very good fighter and a contender at one stage. He was rated similar to how people rate Igor Kavalioskis.
Right.
So he beat a guy like that in Brad Solomon. He had the fight with Antonio Roscoe, who only had 1 loss to Jose Luis Ramirez. And whilst the cards tell you one thing, if you watch that fight, every one of those rounds is competitive. Very competitive fight. And then he beat Sammy Vargas. Sammy Vargas, solid gatekeeper. He's fighting solid guys. None of those men are bums. They're solid opponents. They're that B- C+ fighter that you fight before you go up to world level. They're your building blocks, Yeah. Men are builders. We build stuff. We have to build a foundation. He's building a foundation right now in his career.
Exactly.
I love to talk, but I am behind. I have to get back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Go
you
back.
good. You good.
No, I had to they fucking finally fixed the internet in the area, so I just switched off my hotspot on my phone back to the internet on the house. So I've been on my damn hotspot the whole time.
Damn, brother, that's some strong hotspot, kid.
It's Verizon. They gotta be good for something as much as they fucking cost, fam.
Word, right? You
You know what I mean? Yeah.
taking fingers from my hand every month. That shit better work.
Mm-hmm. I agree with Mark on Virgil, fam. Like, look, man, this dude, I can't if he starts fighting these bullshit, which I don't think Virgil will. That doesn't seem like that's what's in his spirit. Then we can start getting on him. But if these kids are constantly and surely moving up the line, you know, or if they fight like a tough guy, then a guy equally as tough as that guy, and then they go up the line again. No, that's the correct path for me. That's not foolishness, but just the expectation of him getting a belt when it's probably not reasonable that he'll be afforded the chance at this weight class. That was my only thing. Like, if he was able to get a chance at a title, and then we say he's not going to get it, okay, then I would accept that. But I don't even think he'll get a shot at a title at this weight class.
I don't know what's more grotesque. Spence's titties or David Benavidez's acne. They're both pretty fucking disgusting. But
Oh yeah. How about Spencer's titties with Benavidez's acne? Ooh.
I got Danny Garcia 6'2", man. I got Danny Garcia.
And Ellerby's nose.
But Johnny, you remember a certain fight, right? Mancini versus Camacho.
Of course.
Who got draped in the Puerto Rican flag then? Oh,
that was a good fight, actually. That was a good fight, man.
I know, right? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, so Ryan. Shit.
Just give me the light and pass the drove.
Yeah, some good shit. So Ryan Garcia is the third kid on this fucking list.
Bomb.
What, Johnny boy? You start off first.
He's a bum and he's a coward. He's talking shit about everybody. First, he ducked Jorge Linares in July. Then he cried about getting money to fight a bum. They were going to give him $200,000 to fight a bum. He didn't want to do that. Now they're negotiating with Luke Campbell, and he doesn't want to do that. He's a fucking vagina. He'll never achieve anything, and Luke Campbell will break his teeth. There you go. Boom.
Okay, so they are going to fight. Ryan pushed for the fight against Luke Campbell, and to me, Johnny, he pushed for the hardest fight because, to me, Thiago or whatever his name is, or Linares, is not a tougher fight than Luke Campbell, in my opinion. And it was Ryan that pushed for this fight. Luke Campbell got stuck. So it wasn't a situation where either of them ducked either of them. The dude got stuck where he was for the pandemic situation. So that's why that fight fizzled out. Neither of them ducked the other. But Luke Campbell is the tougher opponent, Johnny. And this is the direction that Ryan pushed for because Oscar, like I said, and Reynoso wasn't as comfortable of this route. They wanted to go the WBO route. But Ryan was like, no, fuck that. I want Reynoso, then I want Haney.
Reynoso's a Mexican gremlin that feeds all his fighters steroids. Look at Ryan Garcia from fucking 5 months ago and look at him now. He's clearly on the fucking cow meat with his girlfriend Canelo. They both suck and they're both cheaters.
You got no fucking proof of that, dog. You got no fucking proof of that at all.
look at the before and after picture.
Whatever. Look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. Look at a lot of athletes. Either you're gonna accuse them all, or you're gonna accuse none of them. So if he's taking it, so is your favorite fighter, Manny Pacquiao, fucking GGG, and every fucking body you like. If you're gonna accuse them one, you gotta accuse all or accuse none of them. One or the other. You can't do that shit. You can't just start accusing all of them of fucking clenbuterol when it's all kind of fucking rumors going on about all of these yahoos taking fucking PEDs. Every fucking one of them. Because I think 95% or more of all of these athletes are taking some. All of them. And I've said it consistently. But we can't pick and choose here. And we don't have no proof of that. You know, we have seen guys just dedicate themselves, get in the gym, and get bigger. Motherfucker, you did it when you were younger. You might have been a sludgy fuck, and then you got in the gym and got ripped up. Everybody does it.
Yeah, that's true. But the fact of the matter is, I didn't take it up the ass like Ryan does. I like pussy. What's it called? Him and fucking Oscar be sticking candles in each other. Him and fucking Oscar be sticking Roman candles in each other's assholes like Steve-O off a Jackass over here. Okay, you understand me? Rolling around on fucking fishnets and roller skates like Roller Girl off of Boogie Nights. They both suck.
Oh my God, man. Well. I think this is a good fight for Ryan. I think that after this fight, we're gonna learn a lot, whether he beats Campbell or not. If he runs through Campbell like he's been running through these other opponents, I don't really want to hear a damn thing about Ryan again. To me, that means he's official. I will say that right now because I hold Luke Campbell in high regards. I picked Luke Campbell to win this fight. I picked Luke Campbell to beat Devin Haney even. I really did because I think Luke Campbell's underrated. But at the same time, if Ryan Garcia goes in there, because I hold Luke Campbell in high regard, if Ryan Garcia goes in there and beats the hell out of Luke Campbell, I don't want to hear that shit, Johnny boy, from you or nobody else. If that kid goes in there and beats up Luke Campbell, you better give him full respect and say this kid is the truth and stop with all that Mexican meat and that garbage bullshit because Luke Campbell is a valid opponent. He's a valid opponent.
Look, I see it like this. If he beats Campbell, Ryan's in the door. He in there.
I agree. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, because Luke Campbell, I'm telling you, I think Luke Campbell wins. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to look at
D. I got to shake your hand on this, dog, and give you a bro hug. I'm with you on this. I think so too, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, these young guys, they haven't fought, and haven't tested themselves the way Campbell and the rest of these guys too. That's why the overrating stuff is coming from, if you really look at it, the casual side. It's not coming from us that know because we know what we see, right?
Right.
Then this is why I'm telling you, D's telling you, don't sleep on Campbell, kid.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan has shown he's shown a lot. He's shown that he's got great footwork, great timing, great reflex speed. I mean, he's great. He's got good technique. His problem is that he's got to catch up to that now. That's all it is.
Ryan, I like everything I see about Ryan, but two things. He keeps his head, like when people say he keeps his head too high, it's a reason. Listen, Ryan is enjoying reach advantages and he's enjoying his speed over guys. But you get in the ring with a guy that's long like you are, like Luke Campbell, and that leaning your head back shit is not enough. See, when you can control the distance on guys and guys try to come in and you lean that head back because you have that length and range on them, that's enough. When you get in there with a guy like Luke Campbell, that dumb shit Ryan be doing, that leaning that head back, keeping that head high, boom, boom, throw those punches and leaning that head back, he's going to get clipped by a guy like Luke Campbell doing that. And what we have not seen is Ryan get clipped and take a good wallop on that young chin. We got to see these questions about him have to be answered. And that's what my concerns are. We've not seen Ryan Garcia go through this type of adversity. Can he weather that storm? We know Luke Campbell can weather the storm. We know this. If you don't know it, you haven't been watching.
Ryan's chin stands up in the air like a fucking piñata from your niece's quinceañera, okay?
It does. And it's dangerous. And they're working with him. but I would like to see more faint head movement, side to side, some lateral movement going on. Like that straight back. Listen, that straight back shit don't work. Wilder tried the straight back shit. What Fury do to him? Right? You get a guy in there that get that range. He has the range, he has the length, and that straight back shit is not gonna work in the sport of boxing. You got Virgil Ortiz. I did a video with Virgil Ortiz. I was just really trying some editing techniques on the video, but I did the video with Virgil Ortiz, and I was talking about these little short head fakes that he used to get off center line, and I was, explaining in that video, you don't have to be Pernell Whitaker or Floyd Mayweather with all the fancy dips and dives and ducks to get off center line. You don't have to do that. You can utilize short, faint head movements to the side to side, dip it down and forward. You know why down and forward? Because when you go down and forward and take that aim off, it takes power off the punch because you're closer, but they hit the forehead instead of hitting you on that chin. You want to go down. So these subtle moves like that, you roll off of those punches, are enough to get off center line. And Ryan don't fucking do that. And he's going to get clipped. Just simply going back is not enough.
When Luke gets done with Ryan, he's going to look like Primo Carnera mixed with Ted Kid Lewis mixed with Jake LaMotta's nose and fucking boxing ego's eyeball. That's what he's going to fucking look like.
Shit.
Or Johnny Boy, Luke is going to be laid flat out on the fucking canvas because it's not like that kid ain't been dropped before. And I do believe Ryan's power is true. So it's going to be either or. I'm not going to sit here and act like Ryan can't beat this kid. I'm just saying, if I had to put my money on it, I probably will, at this point, put it on Luke Campbell. I wouldn't put it on young Ryan because I see flaws that just concern me in a fight with a guy like Luke Campbell. I don't think Luke's going to fall to your first check left hook. I'll tell you that too. A lot of these guys fall, and then that takes a lot of these young kids' confidence away from them. When they're used to seeing guys fall, okay, I landed that shot that I wanted. Wow. And then this guy just keeps coming and he throws the shot back at you. That fucks with their psyche. And we haven't seen Ryan go through that too. I don't think Luke going to fall to your first check left hook. I think Luke going to give you a 1-2 right back. And how's he going to respond off of that? You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. I just got to go with Luke Campbell on this. I would take the fight more seriously. I think Devin Haney's a little ahead of Ryan Garcia. And I would take the fight more seriously if Devin Haney was fighting Luke Campbell. I still picked Luke Campbell to edge Devin Haney, but I actually picked Luke Campbell to beat Ryan Garcia. I think he beats him by unanimous decision. I just edged him over Devin Haney, but I think Devin Haney is a lot closer to beating Luke Campbell than Ryan Garcia is, in my opinion.
Ryan's not even going to take the fight, bro. He's going to either A, cry about money, or he's going to say, oh, fuck, I stubbed my toe. I got to sit out for a couple of months. Sorry, buddy.
Cut it out, dog. He the one who pressed for this fight. Why would he press for this? Not take it.
I got breaking news, guys. Anyone interested in some breaking news?
Yeah.
Always.
Right. Johnny has a real chance to rip on somebody, a Mexican fighter, for a real reason. Y'all ready for this?
Oh, shit. Let's get it.
David Benavidez just lost his belt on the scales, 170.8.
Wow. Damn, son.
You fat fucking acne having chump punk piece of shit. That's why it took 7 of you dudes to approach Caleb Plant when he was by himself, you fucking bums. You fucking acne. Go get some of that, what's that cream called they put on your face for the 15-year-olds with the acne? What is it called?
With the benzoyl peroxide.
Yeah. Get some of that. Get some of that. Get the cocaine out your nostrils, nigga, and fucking bitch ass, and go fight somebody. Go fight Beterbiev with your fat fucking goofball head.
All right, look, let's get the report. So, Mark, let me hear the report. What you got?
The report is I left to go check on the way in because I saw it was on. Angulo got off the scale. Benavidez jumped on the scale. He was 2.8 pounds overweight. They got him to do the interview. Apparently, he's not going to be boiling down or anything because he can't. He said that himself. He can't, so he's not going to be doing the boiling down, and he's lost his belt on the scale.
Wow.
There you go. He's not going to go back and go running. He's lost his belt on the scale.
Another one bites the dust.
Wow. Damn, man.
I don't have too much invested in Benavidez. I always said he was a good-looking kid, but I don't really have too much invested in him. It's I don't know, man. What's wrong with these kids, bro? And now
That pisses me off because I think Benavidez is hella talented. I'm just saying that, by the way. I am saying that. Like, we can say what we want about the scale. He's very talented. But it's stuff like this that disappoints me. It disappoints me.
What stable is he in, Mark?
BBC.
It's a common thing. That's all.
Peanut butter and cream cheese boxing.
People can keep crying and hollering about this guy, Errol Spence. It's a common theme at the PBC. It's a common thing. Listen, there's no way you can fucking tell me that Benavidez is in Tank Davis and Errol Spence in them circle. He's not. But he's doing the same dumb shit. See, it's not about the circle. If it's a common thing with these guys over there, maybe it's something about the way business.
I will say one thing. When you brought up Errol, yeah, Errol fucks around and whatever. Errol's never missed weight.
No, he hasn't. But
I'll give him that. He puts the work in the gym.
Foolery in between fights altogether, fam. That's what I'm talking about. Call it, you know what I mean? Just the foolishness and the lack of discipline with these guys. It's only
I get that.
Only discipline that David Benavidez didn't make weight, and it's a comment. It's just what I was just saying about Tank Davis, another PBC guy. Lack of fucking discipline. Where's the fucking motivation? For some reason, these PBC guys are not motivated. Could it be that it's being made too easy for them? People have a complaint that things are being made too easy for them. They complaining, they turning down fights they shouldn't turn down. Why the fuck hadn't David Benavidez been in negotiations with Plant anyway? See, things are being made too easy for these guys. And now,
you know why?
And now you want him to have a belt to fucking negotiate. You idiot. I need to take time to David Benavidez. You idiot.
One more time, D. One more time.
David Benavidez, you idiot.
Yup. And this is all I got to say about
I'm going to go back and listen to this.
No doubt.
I'm going to listen to this interview real quick and give you the exact wording, okay? So give me 2 minutes.
No doubt. And I just got to say, PBC stands for Pure Boxing Condensation.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Man.
David, stop it. You're going to have a heart attack, bro. Oh, David, knock it off, bro. You're going to listen.
He probably gonna go 2-something tonight after losing that belt.
Listen. You remember when his brother got shot in the leg? I don't know who hit him, but if he was a professional, he would have finished the fucking job. I don't like those two punks. They're bootleg Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz brothers. I don't like the fact that they needed 8 guys to approach Caleb Plant and his fucking coach when they were by himself and then try and jump him. The fuck out of here. Them dudes is punks, dog. I don't like him. I don't like Jose Jr. I don't like Jose Sr. I don't like none of them fucking cocksuckers. I don't like them. I think they're punks. I think they're degenerates, and I think they need to fucking get the shit slapped out of them. Maybe he should take his fat beer belly having ass up and fight fucking Kovalev or fight Beterbiev if his fucking big Chipotle eating ass can't make weight. Straight up. Fuck out of here.
Punk Drunk Boxer said, I had a video about that, bro. PBC fighters that can't make weight. Yeah, they are too spoiled. Yeah, facts, bro. That's what I say. He said they're only prepared for a fight, but don't live like champions and professional fighters. Nope. That's the problem, Punch Drunk. That's the problem, dog. They don't. And it's a thing that's around. I'm not saying it's every fighter at the PBC, but you got a lot of your champions that's displaying these habits, bro. I could see if it was other fighters that's in the stable, but your champions are supposed to live outside the ring and perform like champions, and they're not. They're just simply not. I don't care what no one say. So what you got, Mark? What you find out?
Yeah, he said that he's very disappointed. He puts the blame on himself. the last 3 pounds, he just couldn't get it off. He came out for the fight a few days ago, and he was only able to get access to the gym for an hour a day. So, yeah. What type of gym he going to as a professional boxer where he's only able to get an hour a day?
Man, fuck all that, dog.
That's bollocks.
Yeah.
That's bollocks. He didn't train hard enough. That's what he's telling us.
You remember when Crawford? You remember when Crawford made his brother do a fucking jiggle leg like prime fucking Lisa Ann over here? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that gym shit is no excuse. David Benavidez got miles to run every day. There was no restriction on getting out and running miles. You could get out and go run some miles and take your ass right back home. That keeps the weight down. So, I don't want to hear shit about any of these fighters talking about cut weight. You shouldn't have to cut but so much weight. Period.
Can I say something real quick?
11 pounds of your weight class. You shouldn't have to cut with so much weight. It should be easy. Go ahead, Mark.
You know the way all these PBC fighters they want to get that WBC belt. That's what they want the most, that WBC belt. Well, I'd like to see David Benavidez, if he can't make weight, go up and challenge the light heavyweight WBC champion. You've got better beast problems now, bro.
Yeah.
Go up and challenge. No, better beast. Go up for the WBC title. That's the title that they like. That's the title he was holding. Just go up and get that WBC title from Better Beast. I dare you. I dare you.
Facts. You got no problem making weight there. And you kids, you like, see, kids like Benavidez, nah, bro, I'm not supporting that dumb shit. You already got popped for cocaine. He's only, what, 22, 23 himself, right?
Yep, 24 now.
Yeah, to hell with David Benavidez. You already get popped for cocaine. You get a second chance, and then you do this? Man, I'm not advocating for that type of dumb shit.
Guys, it's just like I say all the time, bro. Half of these fighters today do not have road work in their workout regimen, and that is a must. You know what I'm saying? That is the main part of cardio. You need to do road work, and most of these guys don't do this, man. You got Tank Davis now doing road work because Floyd Mayweather told him to. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. That should automatically be in your fucking workout regimen. Road work. You should be running.
David gon' ride, he gon' ride, he gon' ride, cocaine looking ass.
He in love with the coke.
Yeah. He said he don't want to see that beast. That's why he draining himself. Yeah, man. They all try to. That's something else that's common over there. Draining down the weight, cutting down the weight, not willing to move up to that. Hurt, Tank Davis, Errol Spence, David Benavidez. I mean, dog, it's something that's common. Like, guys, move up.
You mean to tell me that Benavidez couldn't go to Big Bear or Oxnard? He could go to Oxnard. He could have went to
Y'all got
Oxnard.
it all wrong, man. Y'all got it all wrong. I know he trained hard enough, right? I know he did. He's a champion, right? I know he trained hard enough. But I tell you what happened. Simple enough. You forgot to. No, bro. No. Calm down with the bum word, man. You say bum way too much. I'm going to say this. It's as simple as this, yeah? The man forgot to take the last few bags of cocaine out of his pocket. That's all.
Oh, wow. Wow, Mark.
That's right.
Damn, Mark.
That's right.
That's all.
Mark's 100% right. I saw him at the weigh-in, dog. There was fucking crumbs falling out of his nostril when he stepped out after he took his shirt off, bro. Fucking, there was crumbs. There was crumbs falling out of his nappy ass fucking hair in his nostrils, and Angel Garcia came out of the woodwork to snort it off the floor. You understand me?
But Toby, a pro fighter shouldn't be told to do road work. Okay, Toby, I agree if the climate is that you have gyms and other places, but if you don't have that available, Toby, and you still have to keep in shape, then yes, they should be told to do that. Because what else is he going to do, Toby? Or regardless of whatever he told to do, ride a goddamn cycle in your garage, but do something to keep the damn weight down. Run on the fucking treadmill then. He could have. Listen, there's no excuse. That motherfucking house is big enough to have a treadmill in it somewhere.
Yep.
If you
Running
don't want to
play.
have them outside, then you know they have.
What you mean his house big enough to have a treadmill in it, bro? His house big enough to do laps. Get out of
I
here.
know, bro. I know. I'm just saying, like all these fucking excuses. Laps is road work, so we don't want to put them on the road. Run on the motherfucking treadmill. That'll keep the weight down. There's no excuse for these fighters not keeping the weight down. No excuses, fam. None.
That's because the PBC fighters sit around on their ass. They show up once a year to fight a Momo. And they don't, they don't take nothing seriously. I'm not giving you no props for testing dirty for cocaine, coming back and beating up Jalen fucking Love, dog. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can't have that near Henry. I wasted 8 fucking aprons on this guy.
Exactly. And hitting these points. See, when I competed, right, went to Thailand, it rained for a whole week, right? And in our training measure, we had a run. We used to run through the little jungle they had there, right? But check this, there was more rough terrain. This was different. This was Boran Muay Thai kickboxing, right? So what I'm saying here is my coach had us running in place. You can also run in place. You can also jump rope. There are a lot of ways to burn fat, cardio, and keep your weight, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys don't do this, bro, and it's sad. It's sad, bro. They got isokinetics that also keep you cut up and give you a good good resistance and cardio. A lot of these guys don't do that. Or they cryogenic or whatever Mayweather does. It's crazy, bro.
Bro, just find a fucking hill and run up and down all day.
That's what
If you don't want to, if road work isn't allowed, go into your own house. Yeah, you got stairs, run up and down them.
Exactly,
Run
bro.
up and down the fucking stairs, changing level. That'll do it for you.
Yep.
Samuel Shaw in the building. What's good, Samuel Shaw? Leonardo. He was training in the garage for months. Exactly, Leonardo.
Yeah.
He damn sure was, and posted it on right in his fucking garage. No excuse. Virtuoso said Johnny Boy 5 pounds. They keep pulling a okie doke on their fans. They wonder why they don't get much support. Yeah. That's a lot of boxers doing that shit. A lot of boxers. Justin Trump, Shiz Biz, what's good? Go ahead, Mark.
I seen an amateur box. Can't remember which one it was. He was from the UK, yeah. And when lockdown came on it, and all the gyms were closed. I seen this guy, right? He didn't even have a boxing gym. He didn't even have like a boxing gym in his stuff because he didn't have much stuff. You know what he did? He went outside to a lamppost on the street, right? And he got a big rope and he hung it all the way down for this boxing bag, yeah? He started punching it off the lamppost on the sidewalk, man. Just to stay in shape to get ready for qualifiers. Because they hadn't cancelled them yet. That's dedication.
All he got to do, all he had to do was watch Rocky movie. When Rocky went out there to Russia to fight Dragoff, he used the nature to work out, man. Don't even try that bullshit. Rocky did it. You can do it. It was Rocky, man. But anyway, David Benavidez is full of shit. It's just that simple. What are the chances that Ryan Garcia beats? Who has more of a chance to win? Ryan Garcia or Teofimo Lopez? Does Ryan Garcia have more of a chance to beat Luke Campbell, or does Teofimo Lopez have more of a chance to beat Lomachenko?
I'll answer that since nobody actually knows my.
I know nobody jumped to that. What's up, Brian? Go ahead, Mark.
No one knows my official prediction for both fights. I actually give them both the same amount of chance.
Really?
I give the other. Yeah, and when my prediction comes out, you'll know.
Right. Okay. All right. Johnny Boy.
I think Ryan Garcia has a very good chance of beating him.
I don't even know why I did that. I already know Johnny Boy.
Yeah, he thinks Teofimo has a better chance of beating Loma than Ryan does of beating him. He doesn't think Ryan has a chance against him. He said this 100 times.
Right. So it's no need. Jedi, who you think got a better chance of winning that fight? Their fights. Teofimo Lopez beating Loma or Ryan Garcia beating Luke Campbell? What's up, Iron Cole? Just for boxing. What's good? Bay Boxing. What's good? Justin Trouble. MXBC and J4B in the building. You there, Jedi? Jedi must have lost connection or went to take a leak. But Brian Harkin said Teofimo is a better boxer. Yeah, I think he is. I don't know, man. Ryan Garcia is faster than Teofimo. YC says Ryan is not on Teofimo's level now, but Lomachenko.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be. He's fighting Luke Campbell. That's the
right.
thing. And Teofimo's fighting Loma.
Because
Loma's above Luke.
Luke Campbell and Lomachenko's level, and that was proven already. When Lomachenko took his ass out. They both fighting at a higher level, YC, but they're both fighting higher level opponents. So it kind of evens out with your logic. I get what you're saying, that's true, but it kind of evens out with your logic because their opponents are at a higher level. So now answer the damn question, Wasi. You can't get away with that trying to say Teofimo's on a higher level. No, sir. Iron Cone, what's good with you, fam? Who y'all think? Iron Cone, Samuel Shaw, who y'all think got a harder job? Teofimo Lopez or Ryan Garcia? Who y'all think got a better chance of winning their fight? Well, I think yeah, I know, Johnny. I know you was going. Well, hey, Johnny, you know I'm not complaining. I know you was going to roll with my boy, Ryan Garcia.
I'll tell you this, and this is nobody knows who I'm picking for Teofimo Lomachenko. Nobody, and you're not gonna know till October. Nobody, not even Mark knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows nothing.
No, hey mate, no one knows who I'm picking either.
No. I'm just saying.
Well, everybody knows who I'm picking, guys.
You're picking Teofimo.
Everybody knows. Teofimo, the motherfucking takeover Lopez. And he's going to start to take over by taking out Lomachenko by knockout. J4B in the building. Who is this? Is this Jefe?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
It's your boy
building, bro.
J4B MXBC in the motherfucking building. What's up, Jefe?
We're in the building, bro. We're heavy, man. We're throwing up our set, bro, in the chat. Everywhere, bro. But shout out to you, man.
You've never thrown up a set in your life.
I see y'all deep in here, Jefe.
Yeah, bro. We're throwing up our set heavy, bro. Everywhere we go, we represent, man. We show love. Shout out to the people in the chat. We're putting pressure on these bums, bro.
Like the Benavides sisters.
What do you think about this situation, Jefe? David Benavidez losing his belt on the goddamn scale. What's up with your boy Benavidez, Jefe?
Nah, I think it was a mistake. Benavidez didn't have enough time to train, bro. I think they need to give him another chance at the belt. He's still young. He's still learning, man. Sometimes you learn as you grow, bro.
Jefe, he had a chance when he was playing Scarface in the streets with that goddamn cocaina. Now he had a chance. It ain't no more chances. Listen, he is not a kid. I might call him a kid, but that's because I'm an older man. I'm 45 years old, but he's not literally a kid. He's a man, and he has to hold himself accountable. You can't be sniffing coke, getting your belt back, not being disciplined, and not having time for the fight is no excuse for not taking care of your body in between fights. That is the reason he lost his belt on the scale, because he didn't take care of his body in between fights. He fucked around and ate a whole lot of tacos, chalupas, and gordillas, and he didn't keep that goddamn weight down, son. You know it. You know it, Jefe, because the chalupas and the gordillas got that thick bread on it, see? And he was eating too much of that shit, son. You know,
hey, bro, I think the size, he's a big dude. I think it's natural for him to move up, man. I think 175 is natural weight.
Well, yeah, so he's going to give up his belt, which they took it. So he's going to go fight Better Beer. What do you think?
Oh, that's a great fight. Better be a Benavides, bro. I got Benavides. I think he got the skills to be better be.
Man, come on, El Jefe. Well, I don't know.
It's a tough fight, bro. We haven't seen better be in there
Nah.
with a dude like Benavides.
I don't know, bro. I gotta go right off the top of the dome. I'm telling you right now, if he go up to 175, which he should if he can't make weight, but sweeps him, dog. This one
I'm trying to think if the dude Benavides has been in there that's like boasting.
Yeah.
I think Benavides should move up to 175 with the killers hang and fight Alida Alvarez.
That would be a pretty decent matchup, Johnny.
I think he should go after the WBC belt, Johnny. He just lost on it. Gotta go up to 175, go after that.
No,
I really do.
No, Mark, you just want to see him get beat up. So.
I don't want to see him get beat up. I want to see him fight the best fighter up there. I want to see all the best fighters fight each other. A lot of people thought he was the best at 168. So if he's going up to 175, have him fight the best guy up there.
Nah.
Who's popping?
At me.
No.
But
whoever got that static, put yourself on mute.
Hey, me?
But let's see him go up to one. Let me tell you something. 168 has always been the division where dudes drain themselves to hide out from the killers at 175. It's always, ask Andre Ward if you don't believe me. So his fucking big, silly, goofy, acne, coke snorting, having ass should move up and fucking go up where the killers hang at 175.
Yeah, but it ain't just about that, bro. It's about him developing his skills, him developing his promise as a fighter. You can't throw him in there with a straight kick. Hold on, bro. Don't cut me out, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, let him talk. Let him talk.
Respect your OGs, bro. Let me say this real quick, bro. Benavides should not be thrown in there with better beef soon, bro. I think he needs to, you know what I'm saying? He needs to get the bow stick, like those type of fighters, bro. He needs to build himself up at 175. He got the frame, he got the power, he got the skills. I don't see why Benavides cannot compete up there, man. Tell me something that Better Beef does better than Benavides other than punching power.
All right, so since you finished, get the hell out of here with all of that bullshit. Benavides, man. Benavides is not even on the level of no fucking Better BS. We haven't even fucking seen him prove to us anything like that. Better BS will put that motherfucking young kid in an early coma. Cut it out, bro. I don't see I like the things that I see in Benavides, but I haven't seen enough from Benavides. Yeah, he's tall. I get that and all of that shit. Man, Better be offhand. I'm saying Better be knocks this kid out. Straight up. Knocks him out.
If he popped the zits on his face, he probably could have made weight. God knows he's got about a couple of pounds of pus on his fucking head. So
and I mean,
he's a young man growing, bro. That's part of the process, bro.
No, fuck that, bro. He's a fucking championship fighter with love handles. What the fuck is he doing with love handles? Get the fuck out of here,
bro. It's because he used to be heavy, man.
Punches and sit-ups in his fucking house, bro. Get out of here with this love handle shit and he missing weight. Fuck that shit, bro. No excuses. He shouldn't have missed weight. I'm going to give him flame. Just like, look, I like David Benavides. I used to. Now that this idiot lost his belt to weight, he's on the shit list. He's on the Speak Your Mind Sport Talk shit list. So F-U-C-K David Benavides. Fuck him.
Hey, bro, but also why was it weigh in so early, bro? Normally it's till like 2 or 3.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
Fucked up, bro.
It could have been yesterday and he should have made it. That's what all of these fighters should do. You think Floyd would have missed? You think Crawford's gonna miss? You think
Floyd did miss weight.
Is gonna miss? No.
Floyd did. Floyd missed weight against Marcus, bro.
Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. TBE, motherfucker. TBE.
Hey, but Better Be, bro. I'm a big fan, bro. But he got to see my boy Zurdo, and he got to see my boy Benavides ASAP and Canelo, bro.
Zurdo's inactive and fights bombs.
Like, better be
Johnny boy,
like
who the
those are
hell
great
is
matchups,
you,
bro.
Johnny? And get the fuck, Johnny boy. Look, you're not gonna keep fucking with all my fighters, dog.
I'm just saying, Zerda. When's the last
Zerda Ramirez, who don't listen? Zerda Ramirez is solid until proven otherwise. Leave
When's the
Zudo.
last time he fought?
Leave Zudo alone. He beat up Jesse Hart.
So did Joe Smith Jr.
That's all right.
Contender.
So let them two and Zudo. Leave Zudo alone. Let Zudo do something with himself. He do need to do something with himself, though.
That's all I was saying, D. He's just got to get
you're
back.
right. You're right. Zudo Ramirez do need to do something with himself and stop all this fucking talk because he's doing a lot of goddamn yickety yak. You know, stop all that yakking and getting in a fight, Zudo. Because I got your back, but not for long. Not with all that talk. Brian, what's up, Brian? What you feel about this whole losing the belt on the scale tomfoolery?
Okay, well, this is the first time I've heard about it. I've been nowhere near internet all day today, so that's the first time I've heard about this. So, he missed weight apparently.
Yep. Lost his belt on the scales.
Well, then, you know, he's a professional fighter. He should have had all that sorted going in, you know. He should have had all that sorted. He should have been keeping an eye on his weight. And he should have been well prepared to go in and make weight. So it's his fault. Nobody else's fault but his fault. So if he lost his belt, I have no sympathy for him.
Right.
Absolutely none.
No,
I gotta say this.
like Major Payne said with Damon Wayans. Y'all see that movie? He said, if you want sympathy from me, look in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. That's what you get. Fuck that, bro. You get no sympathy, dog. None.
Yep.
I'm tired of giving these fighters sympathy. Y'all don't want to give my boy Teofimo no sympathy, and they want him to his goddamn fault. And he fighting.
Look.
Hey.
Fuck that.
I'm saying. We didn't get.
Was talking
I'm consistent.
You got to keep the same energy. Give Teofimo that heat. What the fuck? Teofimo fighting Lomachenko. Now, what all you idiots got to say about that now? He knows his sport. You idiot. What you got to say about that now?
I apologize for that for a minute.
You don't even have to say nothing. You a good man. Johnny Boy is good. El Jefe is good. You guys got class. The rest of y'all, you idiots.
Now, what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say was, when Tank Davis done lost his shit too, right? We didn't feel sorry for him either. So David Benavidez,
right?
Nobody should feel no type of sympathy, none of that shit. If this is professional boxing. You know what I mean? Right. There was a time and place for that shit. Amateurs or whatever. This is right.
You crucify.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Exactly. Everybody gets it, no matter who you are. If you can't, it's just like when you test positive for any PEDs. No second chances, none of that shit. They're guilty as charged. You ain't on your job. That's all that shit is.
Yeah, I crucify not in the media, but I crucified Mayweather for not making the Marquez weight. You know, so I give the same energy to everyone. It's their fault. You know, they're professional fighters. I got to take a phone call, guys.
All right, Brian.
Okay.
But look, I'll tell you something. When it comes to Mayweather, join the fucking club, bro. People crucify Mayweather for everything. But these new guys, man, look, as fans, we got to stop enabling these guys. You know what I mean? And we can't be overcritical at the same time. But we got to keep the fucking same energy, bro. Now, I like David Benavidez until this shit right here. Now, when you fuck up, you just have to prove otherwise. You know what I mean? You got to prove that you're going to take another path. I don't like what I see. You did not fight Caleb Plant. I was already feeling the ass about that. Why are you and Caleb Plant not fight? I don't want to hear about Al Haymon and all of this. If fighters want to fight, they fight. You ain't fighting Caleb Plant. Now you're going to lose your belt on the scale? No, I'm not supporting you no more. Nope. I'm not supporting you no more. I'm not going to support that, bro. And if people can't understand, I will support a fighter. I've already supported you, you big doof, after You were shoving the cocaine up your nose. I already supported you after this. You idiot. Now you're going to do this? No, I'm not going to continue to support him. And if anybody got a problem with that, and you decide to continue to support him, that's your business. But I'm not going to continue to support that tomfoolery. I ain't doing it, dog. Like, I'm done with him. I'm done with him until he does otherwise, dog. I'm not going to continue to coddle and baby him. That's what boxing is doing for him. That's what the PBC is doing for him. That's why the motherfucker's not dedicated in the gym enough to get them fucking love handles off the side of his goddamn gullet so you can make weight.
Fucking crazy, man.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, bro, does anybody know who's ranked in the WBC right now? In the top, 3?
And what class?
Super middleweight, the vacant belt.
I don't know. Well, what is going to happen with that belt?
Because I want to see. I think Canelo might get a shot at that belt.
Canelo's not top 3 ranked with the WBC at 168. Avni Yildirim is, Azizbek, Abdul Ghafarov, and David Lemieux are in the top 3.
Canelo don't have.
They're gonna find their way to put Canelo.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Canelo doesn't need to be ranked. Canelo can remember Canelo's franchise.
Yep, franchise.
He can move up, and he can move up. He can move into another weight division and go for the title.
Yep, you can utilize that right there. So there it is.
Canelo, the domino effect, bro.
Canelo against fucking Jaime Munguia for the WBC. That's some dumb shit like that, bro. I mean, and I won't.
He'll probably fight David Lemieux for it. To be honest, he's number.
I don't even care who he fights, bro. I won't care about fans flaming Canelo for this shit because he's going to get flamed for it. You know what I mean? He's going to get flamed for it. But here's something. Demetrius Andre, Jamal Charlo. For all of you fucking Charlo fans, how about Jamal Charlo decided to go up to 168 and challenge Canelo for the WBC title at 168? Let's see Jamal Charlo do that.
That won't happen.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think he's got a hard job with Davidchenko.
I can't give you a reason why other than common sense.
I know. I'm just talking about for his fans' sake.
Yeah.
That would be.
I'd love to see it.
Him proving something. He would be proving something. He would get his fight with Canelo. 168. Challenge fucking Canelo at 168 for the WBC champ. This is the big bad Jamal Charlo. He can beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. That's a free belt. It's laying dormant. Here it is. WBC champ, franchise champ, battle for the WBC belt at 168. It's classic. It sells. It's glorious. It'll never happen because Charlo's a biatch. How about that?
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. So, I mean, the hype is all there, but Charlo, here's your chance. Even Demetrius Andre. You can't find a fight. Everybody's afraid to fight you. You go challenge Canelo, but he don't really have no right to it. So I know that won't happen. Charlo got a right to it, and so does Canelo, the WBC champions. That's all the foolery you need. If you're a WBC champion, you automatically got the rights to fight for any other belt. I don't give a fuck how Suleiman words it into the ruling. He'll get it in there. And he'll get you in the fight. As long as you're on the WBC team, it's official.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Let's see how fast Canelo's next fight gets made. We could see Canelo, David Lemieux for that vacant WBC belt ASAP.
Sure.
We really could.
Well, why not? Well, why not?
It'd be interesting. Well, it wouldn't be. We know how
and then the fans would be fucking pissed off, and a lot of people would be mad, but none of y'all would think about the fact that he's already offered a ton of these idiots money, but they're trying to price themselves out, and they don't want to fight Canelo. So this is what I'm going to say in advance. If something like that happens, shut the fuck up and be mad. That's what I'm going to say in advance, because I ain't even going to argue 1,000 lives over this dumb shit. I can see it coming already. Don't nobody want to step up and fight this man. And y'all give credit to Devin Haney for that. But y'all don't look at Canelo for that. Why? Because y'all want Canelo to do what y'all want Canelo to do. Get the fuck out of here with that, bro. Canelo is doing whatever he's trying to do. Don't nobody want to fight him. They want to charge $20 million in the fucking pandemic. Get the fuck out of here, dog. These dudes don't want to fight Canelo, man. Come on now.
How much were some of these dudes off? $5-6 million to fight Canelo?
Yeah. Yeah,
Jesus
man.
Christ. I'll need a promoter's hands off for that. That was better.
I mean, in this climate, you know, just like I said,
that's great fucking money.
It's happening now, but like I said, the whole time during all of that back and forth tomfoolery, that at the end of the day, this kid got to take that fight. I said that he has to take this fight, right? So, look, man, whatever the fight is made. So I say the same thing about everybody else. In this climate, you can argue for money. You should. If you feel like you're getting dicked out of your cut or whatever, you should argue for money. Max Kuckerman, what's up with you, fam? But at the end of the day, you got to take the fight.
Yeah,
and these guys are not taking the fight with Canelo.
Yeah, if fighters are going to get beat up, let's get paid well for it. You know, like I know why a lot of these fighters won't take the fight with Canelo, because they feel like if it goes to the scorecards, they're not going to get a decision. But at the same time, if somebody offers you $6 million to take that deal, would you take it?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Max says, where was the pressure for Canelo to fight GGG and not bumps for 30? But look, Max, you can't say that because it's GGG who stepped out of that fight, fam. What do you mean pressure for Canelo? The fight was made. Don't you remember? GGG stepped down. The fight was made. It's GGG that put Canelo in this situation. Canelo had that fight. GGG, no, I think I need to tune up. Don't you remember this, Max Kuckerman? So what pressure should be put on? And GGG is under contract with DAZN, Max Kuckerman. So it is no fight about money with GGG and Canelo because they're going to get paid what DAZN pays them. That's a DAZN fight. There's no haggle about that. GGG stepped down, Max. Your boy stepped down. You got to accept that. Eat that. That don't have shit to do with Canelo. There's no pressure with Canelo. We shouldn't talk about GGG if that's the G you're talking about. If you're talking about GGG, like I don't even want to hear that shit about GGG because that fool is the one who stepped down. Yeah. GGG is, you know. Yeah, Johnny, that's your boy. GGG.
I like GGG too, so.
You had him winning the third fight?
Hey, D, Johnny wants a link. He needs to be linked up, he said.
Oh, all right.
I had the first fight 7-5 to GGG. Got to admit.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people had that fight kind of mixed up differently.
Yeah, I had 7-5 to, and the second fight I fought Canelo won. So, you know, for me it's one each at this point. You know, so I think it was a close fight, and there was a lot of subtleties in the first fight that could have went either way. But I just like Triple G's aggression, especially in the later rounds, that pulled him over. You know, pulled him over for me. So. But you know,
Johnny,
what up?
GGG stepped down from that fight with Canelo. Why?
What happened?
GGG, you were supposed to fight Canelo for the third time.
Oh, that's because Canelo was being a little bitch.
No. See, that's what all you GGG fans.
Facts.
On Canelo. Stop that nonsense. GGG stepped out of this fight. Canelo had nothing to do with this. GGG and Canelo, this is a DAZN fight. They both get paid by the zone. They both get a contract.
He ducked him, bro.
Like, I need a tune-up. No, fuck this shit, bro. This is a GGG shit. This has
Okay.
to do with cinnamon.
Now watch this. Now watch this. First of all, Canelo getting that big contract from the zone was part of the that was part of the reason due to him fighting Triple G for the third time. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to fight Rocky Fielding. So they said, fine, if Canelo's having a tune-up, then we'll give Triple G a tune-up because he wasn't ready for that. And I was one of the guys saying the third fight should have happened. And I was one of the guys saying the third fight should have happened immediately after the second one.
Johnny Boy, Steve Rose was a fucking tune-up. So can that bullshit.
So was Rocky Fielding. So was Rocky.
He didn't need any more tune-up. So he had it.
Rocky Fielding was a champion.
No,
what are you
he
talking
wasn't.
about? He was a champion. He was a WBA regular champ.
That's
what are you talking about, bro?
That's a lie.
Keep the same.
That's a lie.
Look, just like you said, respect El Jefe. Don't cut nobody off. So cut that shit out. Now, this is what I'm going to say about Rocky Fielding. Bullshit. No, he was not. He has no respect. You get no respect. He get the same amount of respect for that fight as Steve Rose get. But I will say this. Yes, Canelo did pick up a trinket. He does got that. But Steve Rose won't shit, fam. So I don't want to hear no tune-up. GGG stepped down from that fight. Don't act like GGG hasn't done bullshit because just like y'all cry about Tyson Fury, no, you got to keep the same energy here, Johnny Boy. Just like you cry about Tyson Fury not fighting up to level between fights, then you got to hold GGG accountable the same way. You don't fight no fucking Steve Rose and these bullshit fights in between fights, fam. You don't do
now
that.
watch this. Now watch this. Every time one of these promoters signs a big name fighter, they always get a tune-up first. Fury had fucking Tom Schwartz. Triple G had Rolls. Canelo had Fielding. Again, the first fight, that was supposed to be the first fight they were both supposed to have at the zone. But no, he went ahead and fought Rocky Fielding, so Triple G was like, fuck it, well, I'll take a tune-up then too.
Okay, so what about this fight now? That's the fight I'm talking about. This fight they were supposed to have this time. GGG stepped out of it.
Where's the article?
What do you mean, where's the article, Johnny Boy? Everybody know they were supposed to fight. GGG didn't want to take the fight. Why you think Canelo's searching for a fight now?
And then Canelo decided to move up to fight the weakest link at 175 with the belt.
Nah, man. Nah.
Let me say this real quick, D, because it sounds like a lot of Canelo hate coming from Johnny Boy, bro. As usual, I don't expect nothing less, bro. He is a Canelo hater. But Kovalev, how was he the weakest link? When Kovalev was the champion, bro, he was the biggest name at 175. You can't really say that Kovalev was the weakest link. Kovalev was actually beating Canelo in the fight. Canelo had to pull it out of his way, bro, and knock out Kovalev, bro.
Jefe, stop the nonsense. Kovalev was not better than fucking Better BF or Bevo, period.
I didn't say he was better. I said he was the most proven.
He's the weakest link, the weakest champion. That's the weakest link.
He was the most proven, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody see now you changing the narrative. You changing the narrative.
I said it from the beginning, bro. I said he was the most proven.
This that was the statement though. So the statement is this: that motherfucker was the weakest link. Kovalev was the weakest between Bevo, Better BF, and
Vojnik.
Well, Vojnik won't champion no more because it was Better BF, Bevo, and Kovalev.
And actually, Canelo's been wanting the Better Beef
but
smoke.
At the time,
Eddie Reynoso. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Chill out, bro. Hold on, bro.
Chill. Jefe, chill.
Don't cut me off, bro.
Jefe, chill out, dog. I'll get control on this show, bro. Chill out. Yeah, let me do that.
Let me say this real quick, bro.
Make sure
feel me, bro.
Out, man. Just say what you gotta say. Hurry up.
Shit, bro. Let me say this real quick, man. Canelo and Eddie Reynoso, they said on ESPN Deportes, we're willing to fight Better Beef. They made Better Beef an offer. They didn't take the offer. They went out to Kovalev. That's facts, man.
All right. Now, go ahead, Johnny boy.
Where's the offer? Where's the paper? Where's Eddie Reynoso talking out of his ass like he usually does?
Right. Yeah.
I just gave out the source, ESPN Deportes, bro. Google it, bro.
You don't even speak Spanish, so how are you watching Deportes?
You don't speak Spanish, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Stop questioning OG, bro.
hold on, El Jefe. That's a bullshit narrative. And one thing you ain't gonna do up here, El Jefe, is pass no goddamn. See, I'm not with that bullshit, El Jefe. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna call it straight down the line how it is. So you ain't gonna play no fucking bullshit narratives up here, even if it support what I'm saying. I'm not gonna accept a bullshit narrative. That, my friend, is a bullshit narrative. Now look, here's the facts, man. For these goddamn GGG lovers and Canelo haters or whatever, GGG stepped down from this last competition. Period. All GGG. The shit should have happened. So I don't want to hear shit from no GGG fans. Period. Whatever Canelo did during that first situation, yes, you got that. Fine. This last situation, GGG could have fought Canelo. He ain't fucking did it. So GGG fans, take a break from that shit. Ain't no need to hear it. Cause that
I do understand that, bro, but the blame keeps on. It gets on. Put it on Canelo, bro, and especially all these little piggies out here, man, hating on Canelo, bro.
Canelo is
Hating
not,
on Canelo, man.
But that's because you
Putting
try to exonerate Canelo of everything. That's where you
nah,
go.
bro. Canelo's the most hated fighter out here, bro.
No,
He
he's
is,
not.
man.
No,
He
he's not.
really is, bro. He got a lot of
not.
haters out
No, he's
here. People are waiting for his
I know he
demise,
does.
bro. They keep on breaking
Yeah,
the clenbuterol. He's actually a clean fighter, bro.
Why'd he piss
Yeah,
dirty
but he's
then?
not the most hated because a lot of these fighters get equal amount of hate. That's all I'm gonna say. Manny Pacquiao gets equal amount of hate. Lomachenko gets equal amount of hate. Errol Spence gets equal amount of hate. A lot of Terrence Crawford gets equal amount of hate. Anthony Joshua, for the love of God, gets equal amount of hate. It's just like, look, when you got a big name in sports, period, not just boxing, you're gonna get hate, and it's gonna come from all angles because there are gonna be people that love you, and there's gonna be people that hate you. So I ain't gonna
Yeah,
say
but I feel the pressure, bro. I feel the pressure. I feel the pressure for Canelo, man. It
because
really hurts my heart, bro, to see Canelo get shitted like this, bro. Canelo has done so much for the sport, bro.
This nigga here, man. Okay,
Yeah.
so like I was saying, dog, people are gonna hate. That's just the thing. Hefe, you a trip, bro. You just get all hyper with Johnny Boy and them about cutting you off. Motherfucker, you just tried to cut me off. You think that shit gonna fly? You think that shit actually gonna fly and like I'm just gonna like breeze by that shit and not notice? Nigga, you better chill out with that shit. Anyway.
FA's, listen, D, and this is justified because I gotta listen to this shit every day. FA's just mad because I'm a street kid and he's not, that knows how to box. That's the problem.
I want to see both of y'all, but I don't know which one of y'all motherfuckers know how to box. I ain't even seen Hefe's goddamn face. I seen a guy that looked like John Travolta in From Paris with Love. I seen that.
But let me say this real quick, because everybody questions El Jefe's hands, but nobody wants to throw hands with El Jefe, bro. And that's facts.
Tony reviews. Tony reviews, El Jefe.
Nah, bro, I'm actually undefeated, bro, on the street, bro. I never lost.
You didn't. He showed up. You didn't. That's simple. That you
the
lost.
The whole thing is this. All of that shit is a memory, El Jefe. All of that shit is old talk. We have not. How can we judge your hands? And we have not literally even seen your hands. We have not even seen you. How can we say that you got good hands or bad hands? We can't say either way, but we can't take your goddamn word for it.
Don't question me like Jesus, bro.
No. There was a question, and you were supposed to answer it. You and Tony Reviews were supposed to answer it, and you didn't answer it. So we can't judge either way. He didn't duck, you duck.
He ducked me, bro.
Now get the fuck out of here. No false narratives on Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. Tony Reviews called you out, walk to the gym to chew. They choose. This is your spot, dog. Okay? He walked to the gym, won't know El Jefe. Them people that ain't never even heard of no damn El Jefe. So we ain't gonna play that game, not on here. I'm not gonna let you call this man a duck. Tony Reviews is no duck. He didn't duck you. You can say what you want about the fight, but that dude didn't duck you. Cut that out. No bullshit narratives here. Well, we have not even seen you. Guess who else we've seen? We've seen Tony Reviews. We see Brian Harkin. I've seen the Jedi. Johnny Boy's face. Everybody's seen Speak
Well,
Your Mind.
let me say this real quick, bro.
Hold on, let me finish, and then you can say, I've seen Samuel Shaw actually before. I've seen his face. You know what I mean? But I've never seen a Hefe. I've not seen your face. I've not seen your hands that you claim are so golden. We've not seen any of this. None of it.
The MXBC is not here to be seen, bro. Actually, the MXBC, we will be coming together, bro, in a gym near you, bro. We will be throwing hands with anybody, bro. Durden and Johnny Boy, they got a thing going on, but Johnny Boy's been ducking. Coco wants to throw hands with anybody, bro. Hold on, bro. You cut me off, bro. You're cutting me off, bro. El Hef is willing. El Hef is willing to throw hands with anybody, bro. We're doing 4 rounds, man. 5-minute rounds. 5 minutes per round, bro. We're going UFC style.
Sound good. Now go ahead, Johnny. Go ahead, Johnny.
First of all, I told the kid to fly his ass out here. He didn't want to. Here, I'm not even going to bring this beef shit up on D.
Yeah. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Yeah. So,
but
look,
I ain't duck from nobody, and you know that.
Yeah, ain't no fucking duckers, bro. Ain't no fucking duckers. First and foremost, I don't even believe. I already told all of you. I told Johnny Boy behind the scenes, Charles D, El Jefe. This ain't no fucking secret. I don't believe in this fucking internet beef bullshit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all. I don't. Me personally, I don't have anything wrong with you guys, but I don't subscribe to it. Because, listen, I don't even beef with guys anymore. Period. That's why people say, oh, I'm mad at D or fuck D. Okay, whatever. Fuck D. That's fine. I don't care. Because beef to me, back when I was in the streets, was to run up to you and put a bullet in your face. Period. I'm sorry. That was beef to me. So I don't believe in all of this internet beef. I'm sorry, guys. So I think it's foolery. And if y'all want to get in the ring somewhere, and record this shit, that shit can happen easily. There's no need to go back and forth and keep talking about it. And I don't give a shit about nobody's hood either. Because I done been down to Texas. I done been to Florida. I done been to a lot of hoods. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I done been to a lot of hoods, smoke herb in a lot of hoods, chill with a lot of niggas in their hood. It don't fucking matter to me. None of that shit impressed me. My hood was a dangerous hood. Everybody's hood is a dangerous hood. But all of that chatter online is just amazing to me because I'm a baby at this shit, bro. A newborn baby. It's new. I didn't even know people took this shit that serious. Because again, I can't put a bullet in nobody's face online. And excuse me, that's just what I was used to of beef when I was growing up. I don't do those things anymore, but that's what I'm telling you guys. That's what I was used to. That's what I was accustomed to. Running up to a cat and putting a fucking bullet in his face. That's beef to me. This bullshit that I hear is chitter chatter. That's just how I look at it. So it's entertaining as fuck, but I don't think anybody's dunking anybody online. We're all.
And let me say this real quick, bro. Let me give you advice as an OG. I really don't take this internet things, street beats, because nobody's willing to see me. So as soon as somebody's willing to see me, bro, I'll take it serious. I've been trying to call out the bum from Wisconsin out for weeks now, and he won't even see me in the streets, bro. He's not willing to throw hands. He's been ducking me, and I'm not here, bro. I don't create beefs. I just want to talk boxing. But people, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
No. Cut that. I don't want to hear that. I want to know why you don't get into legalized fighting. Fuck all of this beef shit, street shit. Why don't you get into legalized? Let's talk about Hefe. Why don't you go sign the fuck up somewhere and get into legalized fighting? Fuck the lean, fuck the weed. If you can sit online talking about nobody want to see you and you that fucking tough, if your hands that fucking nice, you know guys like Tank Abbott, way back when he never had all of these skills. He just went in there because he was that tough. He said he was that tough. He went in there and he fucked cats up. So El Jefe, you're 22 years old, a young strapping lad, got plenty of life in front of you. Go fucking compete. I don't care if it's in the boxing ring and the UFC. Go fuck somebody up. You that nice. Let's see you on television.
It's because I don't want to deal with the politics, bro. I know I will be ducked in the professional
No.
section,
You
bro.
don't have to deal with politics. If you're that good, and you knock the fuck out of everybody they put in front of you, the politics will come to you. They will come flying to you to sign all kind of ways, and you will be El Jefe. And you can sit up there in the ring, in the middle of the ring of the octagon, and you can say, remember when I told all you guys on Speaking My Sports Talk, respect El Jefe. Respect El Jefe. You can say that shit in the middle of the fucking ring every time. You know what all of us could say? Damn, El Jefe won't bullshit. And his hand's nice. Go fucking compete. But I don't give a fucking rat's ass about no Oak Cliff and what you done in the streets. If you want to impress me, go compete. Let me see you do it in the ring somewhere.
Yeah, man. The politics of the sport of boxing is too much for El Jefe, man.
All right, D. Thank
It's
you for
too
having me on. I'll see you later, brother.
it's too draining, bro. But I want to give a quick shout out to Brian Harkins, bro. He's a real one. He's actually thrown hands in on video, bro. I've seen him shadow box. I want to give a hell of a shout out to Brian Harkins and Ireland as a whole, bro.
Yeah, they get busy out in Ireland, dog. That's what they do. They box out there. They box, they fight. I seen a lot of clips out in Ireland. These motherfuckers just go out in fields and just take it to each other. No gloves or nothing. They just wrap their knuckles and go at it. Bow. And you know what the rules is? The first motherfucker to sleep. I was like, yo, these fights are crazy, dog. That's it.
Yep.
No rules.
Yep.
They don't let each other fucking wrestle. No grabbing each other. No, it's all the dudes there to break it up. You go back to the hands. They wrap their knuckles. And the first motherfucker to sleep, that's the rule. That shit's sweet as hell. I like it. So
That's all we do is throw hands.
What you say, Brian?
That's all we do is throw hands. That's it.
Yeah.
One on one. You against me, we throw hands. That's it. That's what we do.
Yeah, I see.
We got we throw hands. Friendly fights, we throw hands. Doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't always have to be personal. You know, could be just two guys wanting to see who's best. And at the end of it, you get knocked down or he gets knocked down, you shake hands, you get on with it.
Yeah.
Nobody after it. Simple.
Yeah.
Facts, bro. And that's what Johnny Boy don't understand, bro. Like,
well,
at the end of the day,
stop that. Or I'm gonna kick you off. Don't do that. Don't try to slide that in. I tell you, don't call nobody name. Cut it out. And we ain't talking
I
about.
ain't calling nobody names, bro. I was just gonna say an analogy.
That no more, nigga. What the fuck you think about Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell? Who gonna win? LFA. Who gonna win?
I got Ryan Garcia. Wow. It depends where the fight's gonna be at, bro.
Break
the UK or the US.
How does he win? Break it down for us. Give us
the UK or the US.
Give us the Jefe experience of the breakdown of the fight between Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. How does Ryan go in there and put Luke Campbell away? El Jefe, take it away.
Well, first of all, the fight is in the UK. I have I have Luke Campbell winning, bro. I don't trust UK fighters, man, to tell you the truth, especially when they fight in the UK. It's been known that they cheat a lot over there. So I would have Luke Campbell winning by a split decision. Ryan Garcia, most likely they would rob him. He would have success in the early rounds, outboxing, outpointing, you know, an amateur style type fight, while Ryan Garcia is going to have to put the pressure, try to break down the body, go with left hooks to the head, bro, as we know it, that looping left hook. But if he catches Luke Campbell, he can knock him out, bro. But if it happens in the US, I have Ryan Garcia by stoppage. He's going to break him down. The pressure is going to be too much and knock him out in the late rounds, bro.
You sound like, you know what you sound like? You sound like one of these ESPN announcers or something. A bunch of muffled bullshit. Hey, no, look, I will say this though. If you said that to a casual fan, they'd be like, oh yeah, he knows what he's talking about. That's good stuff. Yeah, he knows boxing. But I'll tell you what, that was a pretty good way to bullshit your way through a breakdown. Motherfucker, you didn't break down what was going to happen in that fight. That was a nice try. I don't give a shit where the fight happens. I don't give a shit about no politics. I tell you to break down what's going to happen in the fight and how Ryan Garcia wins. How he wins in the fight. How he throws his hands. If he utilizes feints. How does he get the check left hook to land? How does he keep Luke Campbell from clipping that goddamn chin when he keeps his head so high in there? I wanted to know like that type of breakdown. I don't give a shit about if it happens in Sheffield or Madison Square Garden, goddammit. We're not talking about rivalries. But like I said, nice try. I know you knew what I meant, but nice try. But you know, whatever, man.
Let me respond real quick to someone in the chat, bro. You already know where you could see me, bro.
Yeah. Well, no, go to the chat and respond to him. This ain't no damn Jerry Springer. I knew it for Fuente. This ain't Jerry Springer until Samuel Shaw come up here. When Samuel Shaw come up here, then it's like Jerry Springer.
Hey, bro, give me a wrench, D Jefferson Justice for Boxing, bro. That's my link. That's my channel, bro.
No,
my original.
No. El Jefe got a wrench. You got a wrench. You got
bro. That channel has been deleted, bro.
Well, what is your other account with the wrench? You got 2 accounts with wrenches. I'm not
bro. I don't, bro.
Listen, I'm not giving out no more wrenches right now. I'm taking them away. I'm waiting
because Johnny Boy keeps on timing me out, bro.
Oh man, look, dog. I can't help it. I can't do nothing about that, dog. I can't do nothing with you. But Johnny Boy, stop timing him out, man. But Hefe, you got an account with a wrench. Use it. That account is suspended. Your channel is suspended. You got another account with a wrench. I gave you 2 wrenches. Both of them didn't even have channels attached to them. So one of them accounts you got has a wrench to it. Go change the name on it to J4B and use that account. Then they can't time you out. You know which one it is. Motherfucker, it's not my fault you got 78 accounts and now you got to sift through all of them fucking accounts to figure out which one it is that you have the wrench on that you can use. I'm not bailing you out from that because you used probably 52 of those 78 accounts to troll me, motherfucker. So you go dig through them shits and find out which one of them got a wrench on it. Hell no. Oh man, LFA, you a card, boy. I tell you what, dog. Yeah, you gotta love LFA. Yeah, that's my dude. All right, guys. So 3-hour mark, man. Give me some closing thoughts. Brian Harkin, my man. Give me some closing thoughts.
Well, I missed the start of this, so I don't know the original subject. But Benavidez, get your shit together. Make weight. It's your job. It's your job as a professional fighter to look after your own interests. I'm not going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. I think Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia is a good fight because we talked about that since I've been on the stream. That's a good fight. I think it. I don't know how good Ryan Garcia is, so I'm not going to judge it yet until I see this fight because this is his first and proper test. So even if he gets beat and he puts on a good display, I'll give the kid credit. But for now, I got Luke Campbell winning. Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko, I think that's a very good fight. And I think that could go either way. But I could see Teo winning. Believe it or not, D. No matter what you think about me, I could see Teo winning.
Yeah, thank God, Brian. I don't think that about you, dog.
No, but I could see Teo winning. If I see Teo winning, I think it's stoppage. If it goes to 12 rounds, which I think it will, I see Loma on points. That's where I am with that. All right. So I'm not saying Teo can't win, but I think Loma does win. That's my personal opinion. And I'm not going to change, and that's no effect on you, D. I'll just go who I think will win, So
I got
that's where I've been on the stream, and if you want to throw hands, I'll have a, go to a gym, go to a boxing gym and train even with amateurs. Some of those guys are very good and they will give you a couple of good spars and you'll see if boxing's the right business for you or not. That's it. Yeah. You don't even have to look for beef online. Just go to a local boxing gym and have a go at it. That's all you have to do.
Facts.
All right,
so, Brian, appreciate you coming through, fam. You're always welcome
Peace. And I didn't get this notification, by the way, so I unsubscribed and subscribed again. So,
all right, make sure you hit that bell too. But yeah, that's what happens. It happens. It's all good. Appreciate you. Best of the best. Nelson Mendoza. I see you guys. Steffe. All right, Hefe, give me some closing thoughts, fam.
Yeah, man, great stream as always, bro. You know, I have always putting that heat on these bums, bro. Sometimes it burns, sometimes you get used to it, bro. But let me say something real quick. This was a hell of a show. As always, man, smash the like button, subscribe, bro. We're gonna keep it pushing, bro. This Speak Your Mind Sports, bro. It's free smoke, man. Anybody can get it. But I see a lot of bums out here, man, talking hella shit in the chat, bro. You already know where you could see me, Johnny Bum, the MXBC. We will continue exposing you as a bum, as a fraud, and you fucked the.
Oh boy. So Hefe with the classic Hefe exit. I think you know what, guys. I think that may actually be a theme now. A classic Hefe exit. You know what I'm saying? So here go my closing thoughts, man. Teofimo Lopez, Virgil Ortiz, and Ryan Garcia. You young boys keep moving the way you're moving. Keep heading in the direction that you're heading in. Keep fighting better and better opponents every step of the way. I don't know how much there isn't anybody better than Lomachenko at 135, but Teofimo's moving on to 140 after that. So he'll keep improving. And so if these guys keep improving, these are the guys that are the future of this sport. Guys that are willing to do this. These are the guys that usually become better, become the best fighters. Whether they win or lose these big fights, these are the young guys that become better. You see, guys get to that higher level, have fought the best opponent, knows what it takes. If you keep cruising along, eventually you're going to get knocked off that high horse. And it's not going to be hard to do because you don't know how to defend yourself, because you've been fighting low-level competition the whole way through, cherry picks and such. But the guys like Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, they're fighting the guys that could potentially beat them. They're calling out the guys that could potentially beat them. And that's what's going to make these young guys great. That's what's going to make these young guys the guys of the future. And he knows this sports. You idiot. Teofimo's fighting Lomachenko now. So all of those videos you put out, just go smack yourself. Go smack yourself real hard because you're a complete idiot. You and everybody else who came over here trying to force D. Jefferson to call my boy a duck or had some weird feeling that he was afraid to fight Lomachenko. Let me tell you something. Teofimo Lopez is going to knock Lomachenko out. Y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.